Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are indeed. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. It's only been an evening, but it's been a while. Right. Good to be back again. Harry is back tonight. He's currently just setting a few things up, but he will be joining us. It's great to see so many of you in this early. We've got XZ, we've got Nick Nat, we've got I Am Harry. Very exciting to see. Harry, welcome back. We missed you last night.
Hello. Yeah,
you missed a really thrilling game of football.
I thought I was missing the better game, but after seeing last night's highlights, I think I hopefully have missed the worser game, and tonight should be better than last night.
Yeah, you're probably right there. Exed says good evening, Exed. He's going Nottingham Forest 2-1.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Wow. And Nick Nat said, I don't think Nottingham Forest are good enough to win, but a draw keeps them in the tie. Yeah, similar to my thoughts with Newcastle Southampton last night. If Southampton got a draw, you never know what they could pull off away.
But this is my point, similar to what I would have said last night if I was here. For Southampton, and it's the same for Forest today, the home tie, you don't want to lose.
You want a home tie in the second leg, really, don't you, in this?
You really don't want to lose tonight. If you lose 1, 2, 3, well, 2 or 3-0 tonight, you're out of it already.
I think, by the way, Sky are pointing out that the last time Nottingham Forest hosted Manchester United, it was 8-1.
That
was in February 1999. And in February as well.
Forest can challenge United today, and a 0-0 draw is a brilliant result for Forest. Because then they've just got Old Trafford, and a 1-0 win, even bigger. But they've just got to see what they can pull off today. Even 1-0 down is recoverable.
Yeah. Nick Nats, do away goals count? No, there are no away goals rule. There is no away goals rule in the Carabao Cup. It will go to penalties in the second leg. What do you mean you don't understand away goals?
No, okay.
They're not that difficult.
I get it if... obviously, Champions League makes more sense. Because a bit more... But United going to Nottingham Forest isn't really like a big away trip for them.
No, but they've scrapped away goals in the Champions League now as well, which I think is fair. But his penalties more of a lottery than away goals. Who knows? Ryan Tune, welcome to the stream with the classic high full stop. Great to see you, Ryan. Bottom of the table, but a win in the Prem can lift up out the relegation zone. Forest just got a few decent results and they're pretty safe. Yeah, I thought Forest were down and now suddenly they're like almost as good as Aston Villa.
Yeah. I think Forest and Southampton are very similar to me. I think this EFL Cup proves it. They're not the greatest of sides, but on their day, they're a good side.
I think maybe in that regard, I think everything else, though, is the polar opposite. Probably. Southampton have recruited brilliant young talents, while Nottingham Forest are looking for players that are going to be good in the here and now. Forest have loads of money to spend, while Southampton are working on a very much tighter budget.
And because those all the things you mentioned, that's where the inconsistency comes in for Forest and Southampton. But on Forest tonight, if tonight is one of those games where they all just turn up and put in a good performance, they can keep themselves in this tie.
Yeah, fair enough. Shall we run through the lineups then? Of course, we are at the City Ground tonight, Nottingham Forest's home stadium. Very nice stadium. Never been? Have you?
No.
Okay. Well, Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. The lineup for Nottingham Forest is Wayne Hennessy between the sticks, with Dean Henderson ruled out of action due to being on loan from Manchester United.
Not to go to penalties, but it's just a big mess.
Yeah. Flat four then of Aurier, Worrell, McKenna and Lodi. Then a midfield three of Danilo, Freuler and Gibson-White. Gustavo Scarpa in attacking midfield. There's a front two of Brennan Johnson and Sam Surridge, who has been in relatively decent form. Scored against Bournemouth at the weekend. That was a big goal.
Yeah.
Don't know if he scored any others, but that wasn't that. He scored in the last one. He's averaging a goal a game if you only think about the last game, so he's smashing it. As for Manchester United, it is De Gea in the goal. Flat four then of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Martinez and Malacia. They opt for a midfield two, which is what they've done all season, of Eriksen and Casemiro. Anthony on the right, Rashford on the left, Bruno attacking midfield, Weghorst up front. Just two changes from the side that lost to Arsenal. Three changes?
Lindelof, Casemiro and Malacia.
Oh, of course, yeah. Forgot Casemiro was suspended.
It's a strong side for United, and I think it shows A, how much they care about this competition, and B, how they want to get this tie, not over and done with, but nearly over the line in this first leg.
Well, yeah, we are fast approaching 6 years now since Manchester United have won a trophy.
And that was Europa League, wasn't it?
Yes, that was under Jose Mourinho. They won the Europa League over Ajax in the final. Since then, they've been to a final of a Europa League where they lost to Villarreal. I don't remember many other finals for them.
Amarillo Submarina. Brilliant. No, but yeah, this is a big competition for them. I think United will look at it as the way as all the neutrals look at it. If United win 2, 3 or 4-0 tonight, the tie's over.
Yeah.
So, as I said, Nottingham Forest got to keep the score down. United will want to score a few and put the tie to bed.
Yeah, XZRs, are there going to be any FA Cup watch-alongs? Yes, well, we're going to be streaming Friday night for Arsenal versus Manchester City. Should be a good game of football. And then on Sunday, it's not the FA Cup, but we are going to be watching some Serie A action with Roma versus Napoli. So yeah, very exciting games. Make sure to join us this weekend for some big streams. But let's now make the way out of the tunnels. I think that signals it's time for us to do some predictions. Yes. What are you thinking? Just want to point out before you do yours that I'm Harry's also gone for Forest 2-1. So
I don't think
people backing them. As I'm Harry and XZ both think Forest are going to win.
I don't think Forest will win. But I don't think United will settle the tie today. I'm going to go 1-1.
I think people are massively overestimating Nottingham Forest.
I think this means a lot. And I think it will be a goal from Sam Surridge, but a United goal from Marcus Rashford.
All right. I think everyone in chat, your Waffle Merchants, poll currently says 50% Nottingham Forest, 40% Man United, 10% draw. Unbelievable. I can't see how Forest come away with a good result today. I'm going for a loss. I'm going to go 3-0 Manchester United.
That's probably
big
right.
win. Vegos double and a goal from Anthony. He'll spin on the ball and then spin it in the back of the net.
For Premier League side.
I think Anthony will do so many spins that Hennessy doesn't know what
his
eyes flip.
He's gone quite under the radar by some people. 2 goals in his last 13 appearances.
Who are you talking about?
Anthony.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's been that great. Obviously, at £100 million, you're going to be expecting someone that's going to be scoring every week.
I think people are forgetting that. I think with all this Mudryk business and the Enzo Fernandez talk and all people like Nunes and I think Andy's gone quite
I don't think United fans have though. I saw United fans on the other day saying that look at what Mason Greenwood caused. Now we have to watch Anthony every week. Yeah. I was like, well, yeah.
I think when people look at United, they look at Casemiro and go, oh, what a signing. They look at Lissandro and go, what a signing. Malacia. They don't really look at Anthony. I
still think, though, that there's more to come from Jadon Sancho. Obviously, currently is dealing with a lot of his mental health issues. Hopefully,
good player though.
He can come out the other side of those and find his form like he did at Dortmund a few years ago. Because I think there is a magnificent player there. But it'll be a shame if he never finds.
What do you do?
I still think Anthony's going to become a decent player, but yeah. Exed agrees. Anthony's a big flop.
Yeah.
Nick, having the FA Cup of the weekend means teams can be at full strength. Yeah, obviously there are some difficult ties in there, Manchester City and Arsenal, for example. But United should be able to. They've got Reading, haven't they, this weekend? Yes. So I don't think that's going to be too challenging a game.
Again, Cups could be United's forte this year.
I think so, because obviously you imagine Arsenal going for everything into the league. I don't think they'll mind if City beat them on Friday night, other than the fact that City are able to land the first blow on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Which could be interesting for the.
I'll be interested. It'll be interesting to see how the Caps do go. Because I think United I think
we're in for a shock winner this year.
Yeah.
I think someone in.
obviously got
Carabao
Brighton
could be Forest
in the FA Cup as well this weekend.
Yeah, but Liverpool knocked out then.
Exactly. I think Brighton could beat them, and then you have Brighton United, and then the winner of Arsenal City.
Yeah.
I think that could be a Brighton win there.
By the way, players currently gathered for very important cause. It's Holocaust Memorial Day today. Yeah. Well, I believe it's on Friday, and this is obviously their closest game. Both players observe a minute's silence. Very important gesture that. But yeah, now the football will get underway. Well, by the way, to the stream, Chelsea fan, great to see you, mate. And yeah, make sure if you haven't told us your prediction yet, and if you haven't voted, do both of those things. Did you hear about the Wout Weghorst Sky Sports graphic glitch?
No.
I didn't know. I'm sure you're about to tell us the story, XZ. And also, fun fact, Wout Weghorst is a Liverpool fan. Well, very fun fact. Arsenal good enough to take on City and win the FA Cup, though. Yeah, but when you've got Europa League, you've got the Premier League, and your squad isn't the largest, I think they'll be more than happy to be out of the FA Cup and just focus their attention on the others. Because the first Premier League and a first Europa League, first Premier League for a while, and the first Europa League ever, would be massive for Arsenal. They'll prioritise that. As for tonight, though, Manchester United are our priority, and they'll be prioritising a very difficult trip here at Nottingham Forest. They're about to get underway. It's Bruno Fernandes, and we do now get underway here at the City Ground. Manchester United in white, kicking from right to left. They're definitely the favourites tonight. Definitely the favourites.
I think no matter the result across the two legs, after tonight, Nottingham Forest getting to a Carabao Cup semi-final is still a brilliant achievement for them. Actually, we're watching a semi-final. It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I don't think the two legs help. Like, World Cup semi-final is much bigger because you know that they haven't got to go play it again.
I think a shock is more possible. I don't know why there's two legs in the Carabao Cup final. It doesn't really make much sense other than it negates harm of in semi-final. Other than it negates home advantage. But why don't they just play it at Wembley? Yeah. What is going on at Wembley at the moment?
Like they do for the
they play the finals at Wembley.
FA Cup semi-final.
I guess maybe their thought is if not, it'll become too similar to the FA Cup.
Oh yeah,
there's got to be something different about the Carabao Cup. If not, it is just the same cup. I honestly don't understand why we play the Carabao Cup. Obviously, I understand, but sponsors, money. I want to see as many games as possible, but should just bin it off. Brennan Johnson, nice turn from a youngster, gets it to Sergio. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his.
Not Sergio though.
And now Sam Surridge, the ball almost finds him in behind. I don't know if it was Brennan Johnson. I think it was Gibbs White actually, who is another player I'm a big fan of. I think both of them.
£42 million
single-handed.
So
I think he's worth it. But I
don't.
To Nottingham Forest, he is. He's their only footballer who is capable of anything.
Oh my God, Joe Worrell's had a shocker.
Bruno managed to get past
again.
Worrell, and then luckily for Forest, McKenna gets back. I don't know. I don't know much about Joe Worrell, but yeah, United almost getting in there. Anthony now on this right-hand side, but into Bruno, back to the Brazilian fidget spinner to Ericsson. Ericsson gets it out wide. Here's Marcus Rashford. He's looked dangerous, and that's a very dangerous ball, but it's not. In fact, it's not. It's a poor ball.
This race going to find out very long night for Forest. United all over him.
United lower odds to win tonight than Newcastle were versus Southampton. Yeah, I understand that though, because I think Southampton are in worse form than Forest, and Newcastle are in better form than United. Plus, United always have a chance of bottling it, whereas Newcastle just seem to be so in tune right now.
Well, I think there'd have been more chance of Southampton putting in a good performance against.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think it's actually represented by the poll in chat yesterday and what people went for predictions. No one went for Southampton to win. There was a couple draws, a couple hipsters in there. But most people said Newcastle fairly comfortable, or it's great buy. No one said Southampton to win. Tonight we've got everyone saying Forest are going to win.
Yeah, I suppose.
So
I think more people, everyone just likes Forest.
But also, I think this Nottingham Forest crowd are going to create a lot more of an atmosphere than the St Mary's fans do.
Look at them already.
Forest are a club. They've only just come out to the Premier League, so in our lifetime haven't played in the Premier League really. But obviously before they are a club steeped in history.
I was saying they would still be picking the crowd that remember them playing in
cup. I saw it's an Art of Football jumper, and it's celebrating all of Forest Cups throughout the Brian Clough era. I saw someone tweet about it.
It's very weird sometimes seeing a team that's was in the championship near the bottom, very around the stadium on the upper tiers. They have all the cups and trophies they've won, and there's loads. But usually, you see that at all the big six clubs.
Yeah, more European trophies than Arsenal, Tottenham, the City, the likes. Got to go for a second. All right, XZ. See ya. Looks like Gordon to Newcastle. Strange one. What's Gordon actually done this season? I think Gordon to Newcastle. Yeah, it's a really strange transfer, but I think it makes sense if you think about it, because I think that's the one thing Newcastle are lacking is a just pure speed demon, someone that can just pick up the ball and run.
That's good from Renan.
That burst of pace. It gives them something different. It gives them a counter-attacking option.
Renan Lodi at left back for Forest is another one of those players where out of a Simeone system hasn't looked great.
You think?
Yeah.
I think he looks. I don't think he's looked particularly bad, especially considering he's playing next to Worrell. No. I mean, actually, it was really well there to hold off Johnson. I think he won a free kick. Yeah, he did. Fair play. Wait, no, is it a Forest free kick? I just
Forest
wonder.
throw.
Oh, right. That makes more sense. I was saying, if that was a free kick, that's a little soft. What's the transfer fee going to be for Gordon? I've heard £30 million. Thingy, just the...
By the way,
thrown around as the price.
Steve Cooper, he's got the best win rate of any Forest manager, 51%. And
Yeah,
when
he managed in the Championship, so I wouldn't
but
really
when he
count
signed
that.
a new year deal, and everyone was like, "Why are they signing him a new deal?" I thought he was going to get sacked.
Yeah.
But they've got to trust him. He's a good, he's a decent enough manager, and it's a very new squad.
He's a brilliant manager. He loves the team, and I think there is potential with the squad.
Rashford's
Marcus Rashford,
just
he's in though
everyone.
now, and there we go.
Wow.
Rashford scored. It only took him 5 minutes for the deadlock to be broken. Brilliance from Rashford. He took it between two Forest players, and it took 70 minutes or so. Last night to find a goal. It took just 5 for Marcus Rashford to take it past 2, slot it past the keeper at the near post, and questions definitely have to be asked of Wayne Hennessy. Because 1, he doesn't come out of his goal, and 2, that is an easy save to the near post. Disgraceful.
I'm honest.
But it's brilliant from Rashford.
First, how on earth has Marcus Rashford been allowed?
He picks up the ball so deep at the halfway line.
He's own half.
First of all, this is disgraceful from McKenna and is that Remo Freuler?
Worrell,
Cuts inside. The
Worrell
23.
again. 4.
Oh, yeah, sorry, McKenna. I disrespected you unnecessarily.
Worrell
And Freuler. He gets past both of them, cuts
and
inside. Why does Hennessy not...
Near post.
How's he not saved that?
Terrible defending.
That is...
Terrible goalkeeping. Brilliance from Marcus Rashford.
That
but
is
it's like absolute clowns at the back.
Esque. And that's the thing for Forest, they're just not good enough defensively to deal with players like Marcus Rashford.
They could get absolutely battered to know they defend like that.
Yeah.
That's Marcus Rashford's 18th
Wow,
goal
what a
of the
goal.
season.
Rash is on fire this season. You're spot on there, Nick Knack. Poor defending from Forest. Agrees XZ. I marry. That's their one for tonight. Still going 2-1. All right, fair enough.
Imagine that United started this fast and
Yeah,
lose 2-1.
they still...
I'm honest, Forest are drowning. And yeah, they're not standing a chance.
I don't know. If they can shore up for the next 20 minutes, they could get a
That's the thing,
goal.
I don't see it happening. I've watched Joe Worrell defend for 7 minutes.
Malacia.
You already know he isn't a competent centre half.
1-2 with Ericsson.
Have they not signed?
As much as Forest
any other
are buzzing to be at this, in this position in the Carabao Cup semi-final, this isn't a game though. I'd expect them to win.
Bruno,
they need to focus on the Premier
Anthony.
League and staying in it.
Could be 2.
Anthony,
Bruno.
almost.
Very close.
Almost finds the far post there with a lovely little dinked effort, but no, it doesn't quite.
Again, Renardi, shocking defending, letting him cut in on his left.
But like Ericsson did that a couple of days ago, against
People
Bukayo
not know
Saka.
that United should go cutting on the left foot.
Ericsson plays for United.
No,
But Rashford was allowed to do it.
The people know that United are going to cut in.
Well, no, Rashford didn't cut in though, did he? He
No,
sort of
he
just
ran.
drove forwards and no one closed him down again. That time, 2 players closed him down. He still got it past him.
Not hacking. If you know Anthony's left-footed, show him to the outside. That's basic defending that you
Can't
learn
blame the
from a
keeper there.
young
That was a
age.
quality finish, says Nick Knack. I disagree though. I feel like Hennessy should be doing better at his near post.
I was kind of looking at the Chuckle brothers that let him through.
Yeah, no, I completely agree there. But why has Hennessy not come out?
Yeah.
And then why has Hennessy not got a hand to that?
I don't know Dean Henderson does too much like that.
I think Dean Henderson saves that.
It's questionable from every single player.
Oh yeah. Like Hennessy can't be blamed for why Rashford's in that position, but I feel like he could have done more once he got there.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember his advice.
Casemiro tries to zip it forwards. I feel like Weghorst just... I don't know. I thought he was a good bit of business, but he hasn't looked brilliant, has he?
I think he's just... I'll be honest, I think he's just a filler. I think he's just a space
Oh,
filler.
100%. They'll loan him for a couple of months and then they'll look to buy a quality striker.
He's just there, so they just need someone to stand there so they can say they've got 11 players.
But, like, who? What striker right now do they go and pick up? I don't see one. Unless Ivan Toney's ban is only a couple weeks, he won't be able to play at the start of next
We don't
season.
have any options.
Unless you can take a gamble on someone from abroad, which they don't very much could. But like Osman's going to be 90 mil, and we've seen how £90 million transfers work out for clubs.
But African strikers in the Premier League do really well.
They do.
Oh, this is
Demba
that's
Ba.
good from Forest. Yeah, Denver Bar.
He's the go-to.
Corner to Nottingham Forest, better from Sam Sturridge. He looks very tired.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
don't know, look, he's got his hands on, he's knackered. He ran
Yeah,
a bit.
but
He's
so do
knackered.
all the United defenders. Look, they got hands on their knees. Everyone's just taking a breather. Gibbs White takes his time, but he's now going to take the corner.
What is...
What?
His socks are really low. I just know he's got shin pads on.
I don't think you'd be pointing that out unless you'd seen Jack Grealish with low socks.
Yeah, I
think
I saw
I know,
Jack.
he always has.
I mean, look, the Forest fans loving it behind the goal. Gibbs White.
I think that's the United fans.
Is it?
I believe so, because they cheered when they scored.
Okay, that might. Oh my God, Sergio already trying to bicycle kick.
And now Weghorst. I'm fairly sure it's United fans. And now Rashford coming, breaking away.
Oh, why's he slowed down? He knows he can beat him. Did you not watch what happened last time? Malacia.
I think, in all honesty, Ten Hag should get Rashford off now. Not risk him.
Yeah.
We've got FPL points to be earned. He does not need to be picking up goals.
Brilliant ball through to Ericsson.
Ericsson tries to dinks it to Weghorst. That would have been a big chance for a first goal.
Bad, but Gibbs White, that's a good
brings it under control nicely. The problem is he's got no outlet on this right hand side.
There's nothing anywhere.
Their system is so narrow.
They have no outlets anywhere.
That's the problem with this. Like, I think it's a 4-1-2-1-2. It's how it plays. 4-3-1-2 sort of on paper. There's just nothing out wide. So Gibbs White turns nicely though. He's got no.
Is Lingard just on the bench for this a lot?
I don't really know.
I see Danilo's debut, as you said. I don't really know much about him. I mean,
young Brazilian central midfielder.
As a defensive midfielder, conceding within your
I don't think that was much he could do.
From him.
And he's released Sam Surridge down this left-hand side. Surridge, Lissandro's coming across very quickly, but Surridge fights valiantly, to be fair to him.
Do you know what? That's really good.
They do get the ball, though, back.
Not Bruno, Danilo.
Yeah. He is. He does come highly rated, Danilo.
Well, you are right. They are the United fans.
And then here, look. There's no one. There's no width. Forest have got literally no width.
It feels like they do. They have loads of width on the left.
No, that was just because the
Danilo
went out there and then Surridge pushed wide. But it almost looks like a 3 with Gibbs White at the focal point. But it isn't. He is attacking midfield. The strikers have to create the width. That doesn't help them with.
Yeah.
When Gibbs White picks up the ball, he can't get it to either of them because
the whole point is you want Surridge and Brennan Johnson to run wide, and Gibbs with White can run.
Well, yeah, which is what they're trying to do, but they're not wide enough that Gibbs White can pick them out. The Forest have about 7 players so deep. They've got their flat 4 and then the midfield 3, and it's so deep. The problem is, it's not stopping United getting shots away. It's just inviting more pressure on them at the moment. Here's Remo Freuler.
Because United
does well
get
to pick
out
Johnson
coming down the flanks. When you've only got fullbacks and you can't double up with a winger, you're just giving Rashford.
It's fascinating how they're pulling them apart. Yeah. How they just get the ball out
Rashford
wide.
Came down the
forces
wing.
Everyone out wide, and then the space.
Supported by the central midfielder, and between the two of them, they made shambles of it. Yeah. And that's how they conceded.
Rashford picks out Weghorst. Lovely flick to Bruno. Anthony should have hit it first time. Takes too long about it, and he does try to place it just over the bar.
But that's what Weghorst is there to do.
Why doesn't he just
hold
if he needs a touch, he's got
it on direct. Big
finds Bruno. Bruno could have had a shot. Anthony, he could have took a touch there and hit it on his right. I don't know why he is so determined to cut on his left. Yeah.
But again, Lodi, if he's a left-footed player, don't show him outside.
I don't think Lodi's done too badly there. He's shot off the angle. Anthony did get a shot away, but it was high and wide. So.
I guess the difference is obviously if Anthony puts that top left, then you question the defender.
But I don't think he could have. I think that would have been a very difficult shot to pull off.
Down, Casemiro flicks it to Bruno. It's just really good. Oh, it's beautiful.
Bruno tries to flick it, but hasn't got an option now. Always picked up the ball centrally. Gives it to Gibbs White. Gibbs White with a lot of space and time. Finds Renan Lodi, but the ball isn't great to him. Lodi is forced backwards and they lose possession. It's not a good ball. Now Anthony on this right hand side can run at them.
That is so sloppy from Forest.
Anthony driving inside.
Wan-Bissaka's fallen on the floor.
Gives it to Malacia. Anthony did alright there, but I do feel like he should have just driven forwards. Slowed down the counter attack a bit too much.
Goes back to Hennessy. Hennessy goes long.
He's just pumped it forwards.
Lindelof's an interesting one tonight. I guess just giving Varane a rest. That's a good ball for us. Not a good ball for him.
A little bit too much on that one. Bruno Fernandes couldn't get there.
I think I'd expected to maybe see a Fred. Maybe an Alanga. Maybe a Garnacho. It's a really strong side from Ten Hag. It's intriguing. Because I think Garnacho and Fred still get the job done tonight.
You would expect them to definitely start to rotate the longer this game goes on. Surridge putting the pressure on Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka goes home to De Gea.
Just goes home.
Wan-Bissaka has left. And De Gea's ball forwards is terrible. It's straight out of play.
I mean, he's having a go at Malassi. I don't know why. That's not Malassi's fault. Malassi's standing in an open area where he wasn't.
De Gea's distribution is shocking. He's always been known as a brilliant shot stopper. This season, he ranks 21st in terms of shot stopping in the Premier League.
The problem is, he puts the ball 15 yards in the front of the person, expecting them to run. So when they don't run, he gets annoyed at them. But it's like, they're standing in space, you're playing at 15 yards in front of them, they can't run all the way over there.
Yeah, I feel like this is De Gea's last season at Manchester United. I feel like they're the two areas that Man United need to invest in this summer are striker and goalkeeper. And I feel like they'll probably also bring in a backup centre half and another central midfielder.
What do you do? If you're United, what do you do with Dean Henderson?
Sell him.
He'll want to go, won't he?
He seems like trouble. Like the amount of times he's badmouthed the club and stuff like that, and
I think he's more annoyed at United.
Talked about how his United experience wasn't great.
Yeah, I doubt.
I don't know why they kept him last season and didn't play him though. That was a really bizarre situation.
That's why he was annoyed, because he was told he couldn't go on loan and they sat him on the bench.
Yeah, 21st. There's only 20 teams in the league. Yes, I know, Nick Nack, but he ranks behind both of Chelsea's goalkeepers. Both Edouard Mendy and Kepa are ahead of.
It's good, really good from Casemiro.
Because I think it's goalkeepers that have played over 500 minutes. Because I think Hennessy's played like one game and he would obviously be below him. But yeah, I think he ranks 21st. Because obviously Chelsea have had two goalkeepers. Gives it back to Christian Eriksen. Wan-Bissaka.
I mean, it does look like now that Kepa is favoured, obviously that's a silly foul from Bruno.
Yeah. But it's interesting that even Edouard Mendy, who Chelsea have deemed too poor to continue starting for them, has outperformed David De Gea in terms of shot stopping, which is what De Gea has been brilliant at all season. He still has his moments though, obviously.
I think the difference also is Chelsea have Kepa on the bench, United got Tom Heaton.
Sean Dyche is overtaking Marcelo Bielsa in the race for Everton's next manager, according to the bookies. Interesting. I was looking at this morning and Bielsa was still favourite.
Everyone can say that.
Dyche seems to make more sense.
Big Sam's going to end up back there.
Yes, yeah. A return for Big Sam seems the most likely. Unless West Ham sack David Moyes in the next few days, in which case I could see him back.
Because Danjuma is now not going to Everton, so they could bring in Moyes.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely could. But Everton seem to be in a lot of trouble at the moment.
Why did Danjuma and Moyes not get on?
David Moyes he had the chance to sign him for West Ham this January, and it was him who said no, I don't want him.
Right.
So that's why he didn't get a loan move to West Ham.
That would give.
So then he basically just wants Everton to confirm that David Moyes wouldn't be going in there.
So if he walked in there, if he got there, and then 5 minutes later David Moyes walked in behind him,
he didn't want him, yeah.
But
yeah, it is a weird situation with the Danjuma video, with the Danjuma thing. If you haven't seen our short on it,
I think it's a good one for Tottenham, though.
Yeah, I think it's a really good signing, but how you can steal a player after he's done his media, met all the players, and of course even got a here we go from Fabrizio. Yeah, that's pretty mental. He was supposed to be going into training the morning he signed for Tottenham yesterday. Supposed to be going into training. Everton were surprised when he didn't sign his FA sheet thing.
In Tottenham, must have called it very, very late.
They did, yeah. I also think apparently Danjuma's agent was still trying to see if there was a bigger club interested.
Brennan Johnson's trying to get on Sandro, can't quite accomplish it, but keeps him under pressure and wins it back.
Johnson's got the ball now, good area, but he's very much in the corner.
He'll take the throw, though.
Yep, Forest throw.
Forest been better since they conceded.
Will Danjuma get any game time last Nick Nack?
Yes.
I think definitely. Son's looked poor this season.
And so has Kulusevski, both look poor.
Yeah, Danjuma's more of a left winger, but
both
wingers have struggled. I'm surprised we've not seen more of Richarlison.
I think we will.
Considering how good he was at the World Cup and how much the others have struggled.
It doesn't look like Conte wants to play him out wide.
He's so stubborn with his tactic, Conte. He went to he played a 3-5-2 at times at Chelsea, and that was sensational. Don't know why he didn't try that, but I heard it's Cos Lampard got sacked. He's the one who convinced Danjuma to sign. Yeah, I mean, you would be trying to look at other clubs if your club was...
the deal was done when Lampard was there.
Yeah, if the club you're about to join just lost it, hasn't got a manager, and you don't know who's going to come in next, I think you would try and find another move.
Especially if it was a Lampard signing, because Lampard wanted him. Don't think Sam Allardyce is going to pick Dan Juma over Dwight McNeil.
I think he's got lucky there, because I think Everton is just
he's dodged a bullet.
Struggling a lot. Yeah. It doesn't have a question though. What's going to happen with the Gordon to Newcastle situation?
Bigly, because like Everton want Hakim Ziyech.
They would delay that. Yeah. I don't know why Ziyech would do that with Roma and AC both interested.
Would you rather go to Milan, Rome, or Merseyside?
Liverpool, yeah. I think he'll end up at Roma, and I think Zaniolo...
why is he not had a shot there? It's poor. And now Rashford's going to do Joe Worrell for the second time tonight.
I think Zaniolo's going to end up at either AC Milan or potentially Tottenham.
Rashford cuts inside, brilliant.
Gets it forward, Malacia doesn't quite get there.
Aurier as well.
Aurier holds him off nicely, draws the foul, and wins a free kick.
I don't think that's a foul, I think that's soft. Smart from Aurier.
Yeah, Aurier knows it. He's drawn the foul, he goes down. It's not the biggest amount of contact, but I think it is still a foul. And they've now survived the 20 minutes without conceding another one, Forest. So, you know, if they were to only lose this game 1-0, I think that's a very, very strong result.
And I think they can go to Old Trafford and get one more goal and they're through the penalties.
Yeah, I mean, if they could find a goal tonight, that'd be even better. Dean Henderson, camera pans to him, watching on.
He's a big miss. But yeah.
Where'd you see him ending up in the summer? Do you think it will be Nottingham Forest? Do you think
no,
that some? You don't think so?
Because I think there'll be a bigger club that want him.
Really? Who?
Surely, after watching this season.
But I don't look at any of the top 10 and go who they're going to... I think the only one I could see is Brentford if David Raya leaves to join Chelsea or Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one I could see.
Palace?
Other than that, in the top, I was talking about the top 10.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just think anything that'll be an upgrade on Forest's current situation. Because even like... Well, I don't think Palace would win off Guaita for Henderson. Why they spend 20 mil on a position that doesn't need fixing urgently?
Oh, that's good from Danilo again.
And Villa have obviously got World Cup winner Emiliano Martinez.
And here comes Morgan Gibbs White. It's a 3-on-3.
This is a strong situation. They've got to make good on it.
Sam
Surridge. Oh, it's a brilliant strike. Morgan Gibbs White breaking away on the counter, knocks it out wide, and Sam Surridge finishes it. And they hit United with the Ronaldo celebration. That's pretty decent, to be fair. It's not a Sue. It's the other one, the one where he puts his hands to his chest and like thing where he's Nottingham Forest back in this game. We were just saying, could they potentially get a goal? Could they turn this game on its head? And they have done just that. Morgan Gibbs White breaking away, gives it to Surridge. I said he was in form. He might be offside and in form though, but it's a very good finish regardless. VAR will have a look at this, and I think they're going to rule it off. Yep. Well, it was exciting for the seconds it lasted, but I think... I don't know. I think maybe he's being ruled on there by Lindelof's... Yeah. Potentially.
No, he's offside.
Nope. Sam Surridge is offside. Goal's going to be disallowed. Ignore all that. We thought, this is going to get exciting, but no. Another tight offside. Denies Forest a goal. Manchester United have their lead restored. And that's a shame because I don't know how many more chances Forest are going to get. It's just,
Manchester United again. Get it?
That's the thing. I don't know how I feel about VAR.
Casper, no one complained. It's a really good moment. But I think we've just got around, but we've got to keep, Forest are still in this, they're still going.
Yeah. But I don't, you can see Sam Surridge there shaking his head. It was the same with Armstrong. After Armstrong goal was disallowed for Southampton,
I think
they thought, oh my God, we've done it.
I think Carabao are fixing this so they get a United-Newcastle final.
They'll want a United-Newcastle final, but I don't think they'll be fixing it.
Well...
This isn't Juventus.
Yeah, that isn't.
By the way, Chelsea women 1-0 up against Tottenham women. That is
Samka.
Big. I will have a look. It's TBD, my favourite player. This is in the FA Player. No, a Women's League Cup quarter-final. It's being broadcast.
I was going to say, what competition's that?
No, that's the broadcaster. Never heard of that either, but
24 minutes on the clock then. Forest will be happy though. It's been promising from them. They've got to keep going.
Also, a couple of Bundesliga games. I think there's a midweek round of Bundesliga action. Obviously, we saw Bayern draw with Cologne yesterday, which is massive for the.
But again, Cologne will be catching up.
Well, Cologne were 1-0 up until Kimmich levelled in the 90th minute. We were all very sad on stream. But this does mean now Frankfurt are 3 points behind Bayern as they are currently winning.
Kimmich got injured
Against Freiburg. Well, he seemed to be fine. I think he did the, as United fans are going to get the Rashford. It's just behind Gibbs and he can't get on
Lindelof.
it. What a massive header. Was it Lindelof or was it Lissandro?
No, I meant Lindelof had a shock and got out,
that I'm not surprised about.
But again, really good from Forest. Ran low down his left-hand side. It was a good ball in. Lindelof scuffs it and Gibbs White unlucky. Just kind of doesn't expect Lindelof to miss it. And the ball falls behind him and then Lissandro gets a massive head to it out for a corner. But Forest, again, turning on the pressure.
I'm Harry. VAR ruins the game apart from in Liverpool games.
Liverpool.
Might give Forest some hope though. Yeah, they've shown they can hit United on the counter. They show they can get a goal in this game.
Corner. Ball on the keeper. It's punched away. It's going to fall to Scarpa, who's hit it beautifully.
That's a great effort. Denied by David De Gea.
Good save.
If you could change one thing about VAR though, I think I'd change the offside rule that the entire player, attacking player, has to be entirely ahead of the defender. I think those really tight ones are silly, but if he's, it stops a player just being able to run past them and be in acres of space. But these stupid ones where they're there's an inch in it, just get stopped then.
I still think it should be a review system like it is in most other sports.
Yeah.
Or
I think if the player's that far offside, it will be noticed anyway, you'd imagine.
That's the thing.
I don't think VAR intervening is too bad, but it's stuff like that where just if you play that to anyone, I don't think anyone, and you've not got the lines and you've not got that angle, maybe, I don't know. I don't think many people would say, "Oh yeah, that's offside."
I think one of the interesting things will be
the first time they watch it
is obviously at the Club World Cup this year. They're trialling mic duck referees for VAR, so the referee will be able to talk to the crowd in the TV as to what's going on. Imagine having a conversation.
Talk to the crowd. I love the thought that the referee's just going. What do you guys think? I want you all to scream yes now if you think it should be onside.
But our shortcut, that smart corner for it. That Gustavo Scarpa effort, but really good effort.
Scarpa releases Brennan Johnson in behind. Johnson against Wan-Bissaka. He's got Danilo in support. He doesn't, and the shot's not good enough, and Danilo's annoyed. But Brennan Johnson just didn't realise.
You've got.
It's a brilliant ball forward from Scarpa.
I mean, he does what he can, I guess.
Yeah, he does well to push him out wide. He does really well actually to push him out wide.
Johnson's got to look up there.
Yeah, if Johnson had noticed his teammate.
Goal for Danilo there. You'd like to think so, unless he's going out to a shocker. Let off for United again. Forest been the better side, for the last 20 minutes.
Danilo.
He's looked really good tonight.
Nice turns and some space, but he
does that.
Loses the ball to the other Brazilian DM.
The better one. Anyway, match stats last 5 minutes. 50% possession. 2 shots for Forest, none for United. 2 shots on target for Forest. They're clinical, Forest, and they're the better side so far. And if this carries on, you think they will eventually find a leveller.
X said agrees that it should only be offside if the entire attacker is ahead. Thank you.
Egors back to Ericsson. Bruno back to Ericsson. It's 1-2, 1-2. Ericsson's ran backwards though.
Also, I think it shouldn't be offside if the player receives the ball onside.
Never is.
What? So if they run from an offside position into an onside position. So if when the ball's played forward, you're offside, and you run forward and get back onside.
When the ball's been played.
I don't know. I don't like because then technically they could just pump it long, and if a as long as you don't touch it, the defender gets back, then you can touch it.
My thing would be there is obviously at the moment I think it is better as it is because obviously that player has looked up and passed the ball to you. It should be when they've done that movement. Here is Ericsson. A bit deeper, plays it to Bruno, lays it off to Casemiro, knocks it out wide to Marcus Rashford.
Rashford.
Aurier's struggling.
Is Malacia. But obviously, if it is the entire player, yeah, you do have still. It could be an inch, but you're so far ahead of the attacker that I think that's you go. Oh well, fair enough. He is that's quite the advantage. Aurier. Brandon Johnson flicks it on. No one. Surridge. And Gibbs White fighting for it, and Gibbs White's won it off Casemiro. He's looked brilliant on Gibbs White. Such a,
Oh, it's brilliant from Brandon Johnson.
Brandon Johnson. He could shoot it.
He's just... His standing foot got in his way and he's annoyed at himself.
Yeah, that's another big chance for Forest squandered. Well won back by Moore Gibbs White. And Brendan Johnson, when he receives the ball, after Gibbs White fights with it here, he takes it past Ericsson. He takes it past a very rash challenge from Alessandro. He's just done what Willock did about three times last night and just got under the ball.
But the one thing I'll commend...
Again, he needs to look across the box.
One thing I will commend...
I think it's cut to his dad, I believe.
One thing I'll commend Forest for is their work rate and hard work. And I said this on... what game was it? I think it was Sunday.
What happened Sunday?
I can't remember what game it was, where you may not be the better team, but if you outwork and you
They did pan to David Johnson, by the way, former Forest player.
But if you outwork the other team, it becomes a level game. That's what Forest are doing here. United have better quality, but just look at the way they win the ball back, the way they press the ball. They work hard, Forest, and that's why they do so well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just relentless running from the whole team.
Lissandro gets it across to Lindelof. Lindelof now pushes the ball forward, and now he can bring it forward. That's a really nice run from Lindelof. Gives it to Anthony. Anthony looks inside, finds Ericsson. Ericsson thought about the ball out wide, knocks it back to Anthony. Anthony driving forward here. Weghorst, Bruno, Anthony, and he's been denied by a big save from Hennessy.
Brilliant football though from United. Good save from Hennessy. The only thing I could criticise Anthony on there is got to lift it over him, I think. Hennessy goes to the ground. The thing is though, I feel... it over him.
He's done really well there, Anthony, but he seems to... I think he's got quite unlucky there. He's done really, really well, but he's not scored again.
He's tried to shoot the right side. He's gone to the side where the keeper's got his legs rather than his hands. But you think he could just lift it over him there?
Ball over the top. Bruno touches it down nicely. Renan Lodi then clears it to Danilo, and Forest could come forwards again. They've got numbers forward. They've got numbers forward again. Oh, he can keep going alone, Danilo. Plays it to Gibbs White out wide.
He's really good.
Gibbs White cuts in, has a shot, and it's blocked by Casemiro. Is it going to go out for a corner? No, Casemiro keeps it on. Gives it to Anthony. Anthony, very deep. United are in their own third, and then Danilo almost catches Wan-Bissaka out there.
He's working really hard, Danilo.
He looks a brilliant player. He's very similar to that. Well, not similar in terms of profile or what they do.
Look at his game, I go, if it isn't for that one clumsy moment from that whole defence for that Rashford goal, this game's 0-0.
Yeah. Anyway, it is interesting to see both Forest and Southampton handing first starts to certain individuals. Obviously, we saw Alcaraz coming to the side yesterday. He looked really, really good for Southampton. Miss Forest had a less positive effect, but
Danilo again.
And Danilo's looked sensational so far.
Forest think they obstructed their wrestlers. No, and now here comes
Anthony. I think he should have gone centrally to Weghorst. I think Bruno will try and pick out Weghorst. Cut out by McKenna. Danilo tries to bring it under his control. Anthony tries to win it back and can't, and that is a foul.
I was going to say. Really good from Danilo once again.
Yeah. Gotta love this Brazilian link up on this left hand side. Aurier's annoyed about something. I don't know what it is. We've cut to Aurier. He's annoyed. Okay.
Yeah. Anything happen here to annoy him? I don't know. Yeah, big save. To be fair, yeah. I said he could have dinked it over him, but by the time the ball reaches Anthony, when Hennessy's on him, you could again, try and. I think the only option was to dink it over him there. Apart from that, he did well.
Ericsson.
Again, numbers forward for United.
Is it forward? Bruno can't quite get to it.
The one thing I know is Danilo has so much space. And Forest have space.
Yeah, there is space in this United midfield. I think Ericsson obviously goes forward. Casemiro sits quite deep. It does open up a lot of space for United to be able to
really
operating.
from
Scarfo
again. They've got options. He
delivers it. Johnson,
Gibbs,
he looked like he was... sorry, yeah, go on.
Behind Gibbs White a bit there.
Looked like he was going to go for an overhead kick. But it wasn't close enough even for the overhead kick. Anthony gets Weghorst in behind. Weghorst doesn't take a brilliant touch, but he can lay it off to someone. Finds Bruno. Bruno tries to play it through the legs of Remo Freuler. Eriksson to Rashford now. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes finds Rashford. Rashford takes it past one, but it's can't keep it in.
I thought he was going to take them all on again.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
It's a heavy touch there from Rashford.
United lead, but I think there's an argument here to say that Forest have been the better side. I really do. I think they've looked brilliant. They've worked hard. They've won the ball back. They've had good opportunities. And it's just that clinicality they've lacked a little bit. Obviously, unlucky that goal was ruled off.
Forest are aggressive, in my opinion. Yeah, Rex, they seem to be. It's a very high risk, high reward game that Nottingham Forest seem to play.
It's how they played against Chelsea, and that's how they won that game. And if they keep playing like they are tonight, that's how they'll win tonight. And I think Pittle and Chat could be right at 2-2. I said 1-1, so my prediction's still on as well. Your predictions, everyone's prediction's still on. But I think United will be very happy to go into half time at only one lap. That's a great ball by Wayne Hennessy, to be fair.
Lodi. Danilo now goes back to Worrell, to McKenna across to Worrell. Freo, by the way, have an equaliser against Frankfurt 3 minutes into the second half.
You do?
That would help Bayern out massively. That would pretty much make up for their draw yesterday. If Frankfurt were to draw as well. Scarpa coming down this left-hand side. Still Gustavo Scarpa. Can he get the ball in? Pulls it to the edge of the box. Didn't fall to anyone but Bruno Fernandes. Goes to Eriksson. Bruno. Still Bruno. Danilo gets in a challenge. Both teams with 2 shots on target. The difference is United. Anthony should have scored. Rashford did score. Forest. What ones are on? The Scarpa effort and
Brendan Johnson's one where he should have squared to Dino.
Yeah.
And just levelled it at De Gea.
Johnson had 2 chances now, which he really should have done more with.
That's a Bruno's second foul. Bruno does that quite a bit, It's just those silly fouls. Yeah. It's like clip heels or just sticks a leg out.
He never gets booked, ever.
Yeah,
I've never seen Bruno get booked. Matthias Ginter scored, by the way, for Freiburg. So I forgot you went there.
Yeah. He was at Gladbach, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
That's good football from Forest. And then they've released Johnson, sorry.
Brennan Johnson. Options in the centre. Surridge is one of them, but it's a bit... Martinez gets across. Johnson can't do much with it. Johnson looks really, really exciting, but I feel like, he's lacking end product so far in this game. I think in general this season. But there's certainly a brilliant young talent there. And I'm sure Steve Cooper's working hard to harness it. Gibbs White is a talent he's certainly harnessing.
Johnson can't need to make a run for him there.
He's gone the wrong way there. Should have gone left of Martinez. He's still held on to the ball though. Morgan Gibbs White finds Danilo on the edge. Thought he might fancy a crack from that sort of range. Freuler gets it out wide. Scarpa can deliver this.
Ball in from Lodi.
Is it Lodi? Yeah. Fairly sure that's Scarpa.
I thought Lodi out. Where's Lodi?
No, Lodi's still left back.
That was a silly foul from...
Fergie doesn't miss a game, does he? Yeah, no, they just panned to us. Fair enough. Ultra, isn't he?
I guess it's not very far though, is it? Either.
And good news for Bundesliga neutrals. Union Berlin have just scored, which will put them only 3 points behind Bayern.
Is that just Bayern and PSG not running on the leagues this year, yeah?
Yeah, well, Bayern will though.
Oh, that's really good defending from Lodi, but Anthony still got it. Sorry, it's good defending from Scarpa as well, and wins the goal kick. Really good play by Gustavo Scarpa, and again, Forest playing really well.
If Union Berlin do go to within 3 points, there's a chance they top the league. Bayern do have a very tough trip to Frankfurt, I believe, this Saturday. I don't know if it's a trip, I can't remember. But they've definitely got Southampton. Not Southampton. They've definitely not got Southampton.
Random players.
Don't know. Maybe they've let some junior have a go since it's a Carabao Cup game.
There's Sam Surridge.
I don't know. Maybe the commentators are talking about them.
That's good. I don't want that from Scarpa, but no one's behind him.
The other two he missed. One was for a wedding, the other to scout over De Gea. Barcelona cannot register Gavi for the senior team. Oh yeah, I'm guessing they've already fulfilled their Liga quota, and if becomes older, and he can't be registered. He can't be registered as a youngster anymore. Gives White Scarpa, let's fly. And I don't know how Barcelona are going to work that out because they've got Aubameyang. They apparently want to sign Aubameyang as well. They're such a mess of a club. My bet would be like Ferran Torres would go.
But where?
Anywhere.
I'd have said like a Juve, but they can't. They don't buy anyone.
West Ham.
West Ham want him.
Well, they're looking for anyone at the moment.
And I guess if they sack David Moyes, I guess he'll be his replacement.
Could be Rafa.
What, like a Milan?
Don't know what he adds to Milan. The Milan don't have.
Roma. They want Ziyech. Milan want Ziyech.
Well, if Roma lose Zaniolo, he could have to replace him, but they just don't have the money for Ferran Torres.
Who else could they sell?
Could go PSG.
Yeah.
They've just lost Sarabia, could do with some attacking reinforcement. Apparently they're interested in Salah, but... Could go Bayern.
Yeah. And then what's the league?
Yeah. Well, apparently, who are Liverpool interested in next? I was talking about it yesterday. But they're basically eyeing up... Chiesa as a potential Salah replacement if PSG going for Salah. Which I think Liverpool would take.
I don't understand why other teams aren't. I'd be looking at Juventus right now.
I think most clubs are, but
so go pick them off.
Yeah, that'll sort of be a fire sale, I imagine.
I saw someone team what McKennie. I can't remember what team it was.
Probably Villa. They're linked with McKennie every single January.
Because Villa fans.
Bruno. That's on the boot pass, but
Villa fans were saying, McKennie's probably not going to be coming in because he might go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I can't remember where it was. But he got some really good players over there. Vlahovic, Chiesa, McKennie,
Bremer,
Moretti, but I think he might stay because he's.
Yeah, but Moretti's a fantastic talent. That's the sort of player that Chelsea will get, and then
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Though I do think we need to stop buying central midfielders, young central midfielders of £20 million, because I don't know how.
I think we should buy a young midfielder for £100 million.
Enzo, yeah, but I don't know how a team works with Andre Santos, Chuck Wemaker, and Cassidy all in the lineup. Like that just doesn't. So that's the thing. We've signed 3 players to play the same position. One of them, or at least one of them, is going to have to leave eventually. You'd imagine.
I think it might be Khan. I don't think so. Carney though.
Why don't it be Carney? Carney's the most highly rated.
Yeah, who's the one? Cassidy and.
Well, if we were to sign, we have signed Andre Santos, haven't we?
Yeah. Cassidy.
Santos is a sensational player from what I've seen. But so is Cesare Cassidy, so...
Play them all.
Yeah.
Don't know how, but...
Equally, I guess, Cassidy's very much a central midfielder or attacking midfielder. Andre Santos can play out wide as well. That's second check one. Surridge.
Bruno, lucky.
Yeah, Surridge caught him in possession there, but couldn't break away from him. It's 2-0 Leverkusen as well in their game against Viffel.
Just a missed touch there, but yeah, Surridge couldn't outpace him.
Yeah, and then he just sorts of... I think he kicks it with both his feet. No.
Oh.
Surridge just kicks it off. Bruno gets away with one there.
Yeah.
De Gea. Played a 1-2 and I can just walk the ball forwards. Sam Surridge will now apply a bit of pressure and he gives it to Lindelof. Martinez. Here come United. He's driving it forwards. Tries to pick out Rashford. Eriksen gets the ball first. Here's Malacia. Lissandro. Malacia. Malacia. Plays it forward. Rashford. Eriksen. Rashford. Marcus Rashford sprays it to Bruno. Drops it a little deeper with the ball. Flicks out Eriksen. Back to Bruno. United with a lot of men committed to the attack, and it's not a good effort though. From Bruno Fernandes out for a Forest goal kick. And Eric Ten Hag's not happy with that at all. So he's marched back to his bench.
Sucked him off.
And he's complaining to his assistants.
Steve McLaren and
other person, and a bloke called ER, and I think that guy's MG. Don't know.
Oh, Michael Van Gogh.
I don't think it's MVG, no. De Gea. Picks out Anthony really well, to be fair. Casemiro. Still Casemiro. United coming forwards now. They look dangerous. Casemiro. Anthony on the edge. Can let one fly. It's a big save from Henderson. And it's put in by Wout Weghorst. I think there's a few Forest fans claiming that's offside. I don't think it is, though.
I think it is either.
Anthony, yeah.
And from a position where...
It's a good effort from Anthony. Well saved by Hennessy. Weghorst then tucks away the rebound. And, as you were about to say there, from Forest looked like they could be at 1-1 in this match. But now, they're in a much worse position. 2 goals to the good of Manchester United. Nottingham Forest in a spot bother. But yeah, I see McLaren there after all these years. Yeah, obviously, I believe he worked at Ajax, right, with Ten Hag? I believe.
Steve McLaren?
I thought so.
I thought he's been at United for ages.
He might have been. I might be wrong there. But, because Swan he was at Ajax with Ten Hag. I don't think he's been at United. I might have been with like Ollie and that. I don't know.
Forest,
have a look.
Yeah. You just got a feeling the better side just haven't taken the chances, and now that's game, set, and match, really.
Yeah. What does his Wikipedia say? He joined in 2022.
Oh, fair enough then.
He wasn't at Ajax though. He just came in with Ten Hag. Before that, he was manager at QPR in 2018 to 2019.
Yeah, that's his first goal for United, without Weghorst. But the thing is, for Forest, you got to worry. You think one more, his game is time.
I think it's game over anyway.
The thing is, that's the thing there for me. They get a goal, and they only get one at Old Trafford, but I think United could get a third or fourth.
Perhaps I said I had a red card, by the way. Matteo, welcome to the stream, by the way. 10 minutes Sociedad versus Barca now. Are they 10 minutes in or 10 minutes left? Brace Mendes high boot on Busquets. Interesting. Let's have where is that game? Oh, it's in the Copa del Rey.
Was checked by VAR.
Yeah, checked by VAR, then he was sent off. 3 minutes it took. And he set off for a high tackle on Busquets, stood on the ankle of the Barcelona man after going late into a challenge.
Idiot.
I guess it's a deliberate stamp. Deliberate stamp then.
What ref would give that as a yellow?
No, I guess maybe the ref didn't see it.
And that is the half. That's good half for United.
Yeah. I took it well with Weghorst. Yeah, he certainly did. Certainly did, neck and neck. I don't think United deserves to be 2 goals to the good at the break, but they are. It's a long, long way back now for Nottingham Forest. Considering especially that the second leg is going to be a trip to Old Trafford. And I've still got 45 minutes though. They could still find a goal. Who knows? Maybe even 2. But at the moment, they're in a
the better side.
At times there. Times there, but
obviously Samstar's goal ruled offside. I think had good chances. Scarpa's had a few. Johnson's had a couple. They've played good football in patches, Forest, but it's United who lead. And I mean, Rashford's first goal was way too easy. Just carved through the Forest defence with one dribble, and that was it really.
Yeah.
The 1-0, and then unlucky there. Forest for the second. It was a good effort from Anthony. Wayne Hennessy, good save from him, but Weghorst was first to react, and this game is nearly probably over at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see United bottling it from here. But Forest don't look bad. I guess if they've performed the way they did in the first half, a bit more clinicality, that's their goal. They need to get a goal or 2.
A lot's gone on here. I just got a notification that there's been a red card in the Feyenoord game. They're now 2-0 up. So, I don't know if it was having a mare or what's gone on. In the 45th minute, there was a penalty award to Feyenoord. Jimenez was fouled by Ivan Marquez. Then a minute later, Dirk Proper picked up a yellow card. Or a card. But that hasn't registered at all. So maybe he's got a yellow for something. Yeah. Anyway, so penalty to Feyenoord in the 46th minute. Then the 48th, they decided to send off Ivan Marquez for the foul. And the penalty scored on the 48th as well.
So what on earth happened?
I don't know. Maybe VAR was looking for 3 minutes whether they should upgrade the yellow. But on the... that's on the ticker. But on the other screen, it just shows it as 45th minute yellow card, 45th minute red card. So I thought it's been booked and then booked again. Or straight red in the same minute.
But yeah, in terms of United point of view, talk about how Forest are done. United, they haven't looked great, but they're doing the job. They're getting the job done. And as I say, in spells they've looked good. And I think the only times they've been caught out is when they have sent men forward, they push on, as they are probably the stronger opposition. Sometimes they've been caught out on the break. Set pieces look a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
De Gea hasn't had a bad game. He's made a few good saves. I think Casemiro's done brilliant defensively. Eriksen running the show. Rashford has looked, again, phenomenal. 18 goals now this season. It's like the old Mark. Yeah. It's Rashford of old.
Yeah, interesting discussion in chat. United fans, Weghorst is better than Gakpo because he scored against Nottingham Forest. I think that Weghorst is a lot more comfortable in the Premier League, but that makes sense. He's played in the Prem before. He's a very different profile to Cody Gakpo.
Not better than Gakpo, but it's an interesting question. Do we need to start talking about Gakpo? Haven't seen much from him in his first few games.
No, XS says I think as soon as Gakpo scores, he'll be banging loads in, just very desperate and low on confidence for that first goal. Yeah, I don't really know how he just looks, because he's not struggling to get into the positions. He's not, struggling with the physicality of the Premier League like you normally see. He just seems to be snatching his chances, rushing shots. At Chelsea, he lifted about 3 over the bar, where if he put a shot on target, there's a good chance there's a goal.
Yeah.
If he hit it properly. So yeah, just some weird moments so far for Cody Gakpo.
And obviously Mudryk is clear. I did see that Mudryk registered the fastest speed in the Premier League this season. There was a
bit of debate about that because Darwin Núñez registered a reported 48 kilometres per hour, but there is some belief that that is actually miscalculated.
Well, they do.
Well, based on the video of him running, it doesn't look like he's running at 38 kilometres an hour, apparently. But it was it was Thingweed at 38.
Yeah, it'd be interesting how
Mudryk apparently has hit the fast at 36.3.
Hopefully Mudryk can hit the ground running. As you say, Gakpo hasn't. I think Antony is a bit of a mismatch. I think he hit the ground running.
I think he's just not a fantastic player.
Yeah, he hit the ground running.
He's so ineffective.
And then stopped hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Which is just a bit strange. You're interested to see how... But he hasn't looked too bad tonight, so...
Coming United, welcome to the stream, Oscar. Exo says 48 kilometres per hour, you mean 38? Yeah, that's what I meant to say if I said 48.
I'll say 48 for live.
No, it was 38 kilometres per hour. But apparently, that was a miscalculation. And Mudryk is the fastest at 36.3 this season. Which is pretty standard in a 35-minute cameo appearance.
36 kilometres an hour to run that fast. I don't think I could run that fast.
And this is the biggest flop of the season, in my opinion.
Who is?
Anthony, Quanto said. Is that controversial?
That's an interesting one.
I don't know who else has been that bad.
So who signed this season? Was Basuma this season?
It was, yeah. But I don't think he's been a bigger flop than Anthony.
He hasn't played much,
but also price tag factors into it. 40 mil for Basuma is a steal. 100 mil for Anthony seems to...
Yeah, 100 mil player, 2 goals in 13 appearances.
13 appearances, though, isn't many.
Well, that's just what Sky said, so I wonder if you look at all of his appearances, he might have...
He might play in the Europa League and stuff, I don't know.
But, yeah, it's... I don't know. I think he's up there as one of them. I'm trying to think of anyone else.
The problem is the price tag puts so much pressure on. Because, before, you'd sign a player for Ajax for 30 mil, we'd go, oh, this is a relatively unknown player. And they explode. Instead, they've signed one for 100 mil, in which case he's got to do well. Yeah. He's got to hit the ground running.
I mean, I think...
I don't think he doesn't excite people the same way Mudryk does.
How much was Gakpo?
50 mil? 60 mil? I think.
Okay. That's a little bit better. I think, Mudryk is an interesting one for me. 100 million... Well, now he's 60, isn't he?
Mudryk is 62.5 up front, 20 mil add-on, so 82, I guess you could say. But that's performance related, so if he plays well, he's 82. And if Chelsea do actually win things, it's 82. Up front, though, 62.
Yeah. It's the Weghorst goal again, just reacted sharply.
It's a good finish, though. It's a classic striker's instinct finish.
That's why he's there. To be a big target man, poacher, just...
Yeah, Anthony, though, I think does deserve a goal from this.
Yeah.
But there we go, yeah. Because I feel like some strikers would be trying to be too accurate with this, whereas Weghorst just gets something on it, aims at goal.
He doesn't worry where it goes, he just smacks
puts it up into the roof of the net.
Yeah.
Gakpo's 37 mil plus add-ons, that's fairly decent. Add-ons add up to 40 45 mil. Mudryk is 62 million plus add-ons add up to 100 mil. No, it's 100 million euros, I believe, with the Mudryk deal. 82 million pounds. Which I think is a good deal.
Yeah.
It's a very good deal, but it'd be interesting to see. Obviously, that he's helped out by the fact that he's spread over like 8 years, thanks to for FFP reasons. So
I think Mudryk would do better than Gakpo, though.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, if you think about it in the FFP terms, then Mudryk is £10 million a season.
Yeah.
Which can seem a bit mental, but I guess I think if every season he has the value of a new 10 mil signing, then that's very decent.
Speaking of new signings, Danilo for Forest tonight.
Yeah, he's looked sensational so far.
And I think
really
he's defensively and going forward. He's got himself into good positions. I think he should have had the opportunity to score his first goal if Brennan Johnson could have looked up and found him. I think he's really good defensively when winning the ball back and battling hard. And I think that's the one thing you've got to credit Forest on every single game they play. So they work hard. And that's what keeps them in the games. And I think it's quite harsh they are 2-0 down here.
The amount of times that Gibbs White and Brennan Johnson just kept going.
Win the ball back.
They receive a few chances, they keep going with that ball and hold on to it really well. Mudryk did look live at the weekend, but his finishing was poor, says Nick Nack. I think that's harsh. I think that's a harsh claim.
He barely had a chance.
Harsh statement. The one chance I do remember him having, it was an impossible angle against Alisson. Yeah, maybe if he struck it across the goal, but even then it was that tight. I don't think he could have.
For a 35-minute cameo, he did alright.
There's the one
do you
with
think
obviously
he'll
where
get
he
the start against
I
Fulham
don't know.
in 2 weeks?
Maybe.
So we haven't got the FA Cup or Carabao Cup to look forward to. Because we're out with that.
And obviously that game against Fulham next Friday will be Chelsea's last that Fitz is suspended for.
Yes.
Yeah. Window closes next Wednesday. Almost at the end of January now.
Still think there's quite a few deals to... I mean, Emery...
Well, I think Everton have got to do something. They've not signed
Everton have got to do
yet.
something. I think West Ham have got to do something. Emery still wants to do something.
I think that Southampton could probably do with one or two more players.
Maybe seeing a big move from one of the top six.
I think Chelsea they've still got a type of central midfielder and a right back, so there's going to be a lot going on there. It's already the most expensive January in history. I think it's only going to get more expensive.
Porro. It's obviously Chelsea, Malo Gusto or another right back.
I'm not linked with anyone, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think Chelsea's business has been a bit too open, I think, and that's clubs have then been able to charge premiums. Obviously, before
they swapped it.
Abramovich would basically just make a deal and then it would get out. Like I remember the summer before, summer before the Champions League when we splashed on like Werner and all that.
Yeah,
it was like nothing about Werner Chelsea, and then suddenly he's just announced. Same with Havertz. So with Thiago Silva.
I think Aston Villa, I still think they've got something cooking. Look what happened with Danny Ings.
Yeah, they've got John Duran
coming. Yeah.
John Duran, they'll be alright. And apparently they're going to bring.
I meant
Moussa Dembele's coming.
I meant the whole secret about the deal. I still think there's something waiting in the wings. Emery still wants to play.
I think it's Dembele.
That'll be interesting.
Apparently Moussa Dembele is going to join Villa on a free at the end of the season, but Villa don't want to have to pay a fee now.
Yeah, as I say.
But they can get him for free.
So John Duran does how much he plays for the first team.
Yeah, I think they'll try and get him some minutes, but I don't think he'll get many minutes. I don't know. But it's just, if he hits the ground running, he'll get loads, won't he? But yeah. Just the Dutch league isn't all that. I think the Dutch league's a perfect place to hone your talent, but I do feel like the jump from the Dutch league to the Premier League has proven time and time again to just be too big. I think if you're signing for the Dutch league, it should be you're signing to a Ligue 1 club, you're signing to a Serie A, a Bundesliga, someone like that, where you can then hone your talent further and then move on to a Premier League or La Liga.
Where did David Neres go?
Shakhtar.
Oh.
And then I think, obviously, after the war broke out in Ukraine, I think he moved to Benfica.
Oh.
Which I believe is where he is now.
I think he was quite good.
David Neres. Yeah, he fell out with Eric Ten Hag. I think he is still at Benfica. We'll have a look. David Neres. Yeah, he is at Benfica. Joined in July. So far this season, though, 14 appearances in the Portugal top flight. Only 9 of them starts. 4 goals, 2 assists, 7.33 average rating. He has been doing very, very well.
Yeah.
In that league. I don't think he made an appearance for Shakhtar. Yeah, no, I don't think he did.
Fair enough.
Because he joined. When did he join them? Yeah, January 2022.
Yeah.
Not exactly when you want to be moving to Shakhtar.
No. This game's about to get underway in a few minutes. Anything else for the
what changes? Does either side need to change either personnel or the way they're playing?
I would say maybe United could start to rest.
Yeah, I would. I'd expect to see I'd expect to see Rashford off for 60 minutes.
Eriksen. Bring on Fred.
Maybe.
Bring on Langya. Bring on Garnacho.
Yeah, I would say Rashford on Basak because I think he's the only player that's played just like every game recently. But I don't think they've got a right back. So I guess they could throw someone out wide right for 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
McTominay, maybe that'd be funny.
Looks like United have got this in the bag. Does make you think that next Wednesday might already be tied up, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it does look that way, doesn't it?
A goal for Forest keeps them in this game and keeps them in the tie. If they don't score, I think they're out.
Yeah, by the way, Anthony has scored a goal every 270 minutes. Donny has scored twice the number of goals that Anthony has in 200 less minutes.
I mean, that's very different. But,
yeah, but Nunez has had... Nunez is a striker, Anthony's a winger, so you expect a different output. But also Nunez has had injuries and suspension, so he's played less minutes, but that doesn't necessarily,
You can't compare them, they're not the same position. Yeah, I mean, just look at what chances.
The problem is Anthony doesn't have loads of chances that he misses. He just doesn't. He often isn't involved enough. Whereas Nunez, he's involved a lot, but he misses so many chances.
The Sam Surridge one, from the naked eye, just watching that in fast motion, you can't tell. You cannot tell he's offside.
Fast motion.
Real time, not fast motion. Real
when
time.
you speed it up, obviously you can't tell anything. It's just fast forwarded.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at Forest's chances, had so many opportunities, just haven't taken any of them, and it's really let them down.
Yeah.
Second
need a draw at least, says Nick. If they want
or a goal. I think a goal.
I think a 2-1, they can find a goal at Old Trafford, and then they're level, and then you can see what happens on the night.
But the main thing is not conceding anymore.
You never know. I think there are still goals in this game. Whether that could be 2 for Forest, I guess we'll wait and find out. But Alexander Isak scores a goal every 121 minutes. However, he's only played 361 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty decent to score 3 goals in 361 minutes. That isn't bad. He's been very unlucky so far. That's just over 4 games, right? Yeah. Just over 4 games. And obviously some will be sub appearances and stuff. By the way, we are now underway for the second half. Forest get us started. And there's neither side tonight going for the let's get loads of players forward from the off tactic. It's very disappointing. I love seeing the tactic that never works. The kick-off tactic thing. Gibbs White gets it out wide. Lodi. Gibbs White wants the ball to feet. Instead, Lodi crosses it. Surridge. It glances off his head to the foot of Malacia, and he puts it out for a corner. As a neutral, I'd rather have Nunez in my team than Anthony. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Nick Nack, but yeah. I think both have been flops. I don't think you can disagree with that. For the price tags both clubs say, you'd be expecting a lot more output.
Yeah. Forest corner. Can they get one back very early on in the second half? No, they can't.
The only thing I would say is while Anthony can be an entertainer and a creator, I feel like Nunez, his entire purpose is to score goals, and he's not scored enough. But yeah, that's the last we'll say on the matter. Let's focus on the game at hand, unless obviously Anthony scores a hat-trick, in which case we'll bring the conversation back up.
At that point, might say it's better. Oh, that's a nice little turn from Malacia there.
Weghorst to Casemiro, Malacia. Lovely switch to the play. Spots Anthony out wide in a pocket of space, and the touch is terrible. Lodi come on, Anthony. I was trying to defend you a little bit against Darwin Nunez.
It's good from Leonard Lodi. Really good from Leonard Lodi. Eventually, the referee gives the foul.
It'd be harsh to call Nunez a flop, in my opinion. You think, Nick? I think for a £90 million striker, I'd be expecting more than 5 goals in the league. Something like that. I'm
not saying anything on the matter because I don't like.
I don't think Harry Kane should have triple your output.
To
Weghorst. I thought maybe he had a taste for goals and he continues scoring.
He's looked good tonight, Vegas. And I know.
Except I'd say Nunes for me has been what I'd expect for a forward to come into the Premier League.
I suppose.
But Haaland's just come into the Premier League and he's got 25 or something like that. Yeah, he is on 25 now, isn't he? Right, well, Nunes is on 5 goals for the season. Just I'm interested in doing a comparison here.
Excellent at the corner.
Because, yeah, I don't think did Timo get that many in his first season? When was Timo's first season? Timo scored 6 in his first season. And, well, he got 8 assists as well. So, what, 14 contributions. Nunes is currently on 7.
Bearing in mind, Timo also played out wide.
Yeah. Obviously, that helps him with
Anthony,
assists and stuff.
Bruno.
So, Nunes isn't doing as bad as Werner, but equally, the cost for Nunes was double that of Werner. So, by that metric, you'd be expecting Nunes' output to be double that of Timo Werner.
Fernandes.
So it'll be interesting.
Danilo gets it gone and Surridge can chase.
If he gets, 12, 13 goals, I think that's a respectable first season in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But at the moment, he is still 8, 7 away from that. I think the biggest thing for Nunes is that he doesn't finish. He doesn't finish enough chances. Yeah. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Martinez. United happy to build up now from the back.
United will take the 2-0 back to Old Trafford. But I think they want one more to put the game put the tie to bed.
Martinez now. Cross to Lindelof. And now Weghorst gives it to Fernandes. Lindelof, and now it's back with Martinez. Eriksen.
Just take the time, United now.
Malacia.
Forest aren't
Back
really
to Eriksen.
the running isn't as intense for Forest as it was in the first half.
Yeah. It's not going to be, is it? You are going to be a little more tired.
I think once changes come into play, who's on the Forest bench?
Forest bench for tonight? I mean, I don't know what. Dennis, is he there? Let's have a look. Yeah, Emmanuel Dennis. Jesse Lingard could be an interesting change. You got Colback, O'Brien, Mangala, Neco Williams doesn't start tonight either. Obviously, Aurier in good form. Why would you change that?
I think I'd like to see Kobe Mino come on for United tonight.
Yeah, he is an option for them off the bench, as is Garnacho Elanga, Palistri. You've also got Fred and Scott McSauce. So, as you said earlier, I think it is interesting that they haven't rested Eriksen in this game.
Oh no, you didn't. Williams and.
Oh yeah, no.
I was gonna say I got no.
I just named. No, I'm not gonna be going. Oh, could they bring on Rafael Varane into this game? They've got Brandon Williams on the bench tonight. United, He's not played at all for them. That's another. Why do United just hoard these players?
I know, like Ten Hag bought in Malacia, and then also
you got a third choice. He offers a third choice option of both fullbacks, but you've not played him at all. Tonight would be a perfect chance to play him. Instead, you're playing Wan-Bissaka for like a 9th game straight or something. I don't think we've played 9 since the World Cup, but since Dalot's been injured,
Bruno brings it down, place it to Lindelof.
Back to Bruno Fernandes.
Harry Maguire
across to Alessandro. This is better than Haaland, says I am Harry. Missing chances, you are spot on.
If you weren't a member, I'd say something.
Yeah. Malacia.
That's a good ball in for Bruno. Oh my
Bruno
God.
Fernandes.
Where has that gone? That's a terrible effort from Bruno. And obviously he's much more of a creator. He's definitely not a goal-scoring midfielder. Look at that.
Yeah, no.
Look at
that. It's from the 12-yard spot, and the year is 2020. Because then he was mental. Well, 2019. When was it that he was just mint for 6 months? Sam Surridge in behind it, by the way. De Gea heads it out.
Why does the Forest player not get a Danilo?
Scott was trying to get to it. Johnson heads it down.
Oh,
that's brilliant from Victor Lindelof to get a leg around him and clear the ball. If not, that was a good chance.
Done well there. Because I thought Ryan Johnson was going to volley that into the goal. But De Gea, what's he doing? And Danilo, brilliant from gives like a challenge, and Brennan Johnson would have taken that brilliantly on the volley if it wasn't for Lindelof.
Nick next says when did Chelsea last make a good signing? I'd say Thiago Silva was a brilliant bit of business for free. I think Eduard Mendy.
Kovacic.
To go, Eduard Mendy, a £20 million goalkeeper to Champions League winner in a year.
Still be a good deal. in my eyes. Balling from
For
Scarpa.
£80 million, I was expecting more.
Oh, yeah. But he did once the Champions League.
In terms of this season's deal, I think Javi's on a loan has already proven to be very, very good.
Madrid will turn
Red card isn't brilliant.
On the edge. Has a go.
It's tame and doesn't have to do much to claim it. I think Mudryk looks like a very exciting player. Yeah, for 20 mil. Looks like a very, very talented youngster. Badia Chile's looked very good so far.
Yeah.
Koulibaly hasn't in the 6 months he's been here.
Quite a few.
No, there's definitely been some mixed fortune in the market.
Lindelof, what a brilliant drive.
But I think since we've seen Christopher Vivel come in, there seems to be a lot more. I've just seen that. Seems to be a lot more of a focused approach on recruitment rather than just this scattergun. It was Carabao who scored the first. As for the second, find out in 20 minutes.
Yes, Roberto Martinez watching on. And here's Anthony. And he's going to play to Ericsson. No, he's at the bar. Rashford to Rashford.
I thought he was going to put that one away, but he didn't.
Really good effort from Ericsson. It just kind of hit the intersection between the post and the bar. Here's Anthony. Rashford has a go.
Rashford, it's well claimed.
Really good from United.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very unlucky for Ericsson that doesn't dip in. It's a very good effort.
Curling out of it.
Almost. Just cannons against the wall. Yeah. Comes off the crossbar.
And always down.
He's been in good form, Ericsson. Assists in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Martinez, the Portugal manager. What's he doing there? I don't know. He's been so successful with the Belgian golden generation.
Bruno?
I don't know why.
Oh, why is it the game or why is he at Portugal?
Oh, he might be in the game, yeah.
He is at the game, they're panting. Watching Bruno?
Yeah, watching Bruno, I imagine. And not Diego Dallo. Maybe he didn't know he was injured.
Trying Portuguese players.
No, maybe just thought, you know what, fancy watching a game of football.
In Nottingham.
Yeah, maybe he's in the area.
Why wouldn't... I don't know.
Seeing some things, isn't it?
Rashford.
Want to see the famous Nottingham Cathedral.
I'm sure they've got a cathedral. Oh, it's really good from Rashford. Yeah. Aurier gets back. Well done. Rashford's smacked in the face.
Caught in the chest, I think that is. Yeah. Morgan gives White. Nice turn. Forest can come with some firepower here. Scarpa. Look, wanted to deliver on that left again.
He didn't know what he was going to do. I don't think he didn't know if he wanted to deliver it or play.
Didn't know whether he wanted to
down on his face and immediately got back up. He went down.
Scarpa.
Good
delivery. Lissandro falls to Gibbs White. It's a good effort.
Bad effort, you know.
De Gea didn't really seem ready for a shot at all.
I think he had De Gea worried a bit there.
I think he did, yeah.
Still holding his right side of his chest.
Well, this would be worrying for FPL fans if he's
what happened? Kind of got dushed.
Injury.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Yeah.
Scratched. Did he get scratched? Because he kind of just grabbed his shirt. It really hit him.
That Nottingham Forest player Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah, Gareth Southgate and Steve Hoddle in Steve Holland. Hoddle.
Steve Hoddle. It's Steve Holland. Yeah, it's not Glenn Hoddle's son Steve or his brother Steve or any relation to Glenn Hoddle. I'd imagine so, yeah.
Christ.
It's better to think about, but Glenn Hoddle has done the deed.
Oh. And Casemiro.
Tries to find Russia at that post, but yeah.
Wait, as he does manage to catch the ball.
I'm going to see if Glenn Hoddle has children.
McKenna. Lodi.
Glenn Hoddle. He's got to, hasn't he?
Yeah. I bet one's called Craig.
Right, I'm going to go to his Wikipedia.
Ball over top to Bruno. Big tackle from Worrell. He's a captain. Why is Worrell the captain? I don't know. And there is going to be some subs from who? We don't know because they're going to show a replay. Brilliant. That's not handball. That's his abdomen.
Oh, he's had 2 wives.
What?
And he's got 3 children with his first wife, Zara, Jamie and Zoe. Yeah. Shout out Glenn.
By the way, Rashford is coming off. Marcus Rashford being subbed off, being preserved. Probably by Eric Ten Hag. Who's he coming off for? My guess would be Garnacho. It is
Alejandro Garnacho. Viva Garnacho. United fans now going to get to see their starlet for 34 minutes.
Mudryk's better.
Dembele goal 1-0.
Ball in, headed away, falls to Anthony. Plays it
Sociedad
back
have now
out
conceded.
to Ericsson. Cuts in.
Thought he was going to deliver that. He will deliver on his left, and Elo clears. Lodi. Scarfer can't get to the ball. Vegor's caught in the challenge.
Scarfer though, yeah. Anthony. United been much better second half. Forest haven't really had a sniff.
Anthony does well to get round Sarich.
Dives in. Sarich guy just.
Anthony. Fernandez. Rashford and Trent should have been played more. What, the World Cup?
But
Trent should not be
Bruno
touching the England team.
Squares it, but his hat's clear by Aure. Freuler flicks it onto the free air.
Trent shouldn't even touch the England team, let alone start.
Oh, that man gets an England 11 ever again.
He'll play some friendlies and stuff.
No, he shouldn't.
He might play in the... what's coming up? What is in March? Euros qualifiers, right? For 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you might play some of them.
Danilo coming off for Forest. He's had a really good debut.
Yep. Welcome back to the stream, by the way, Christopher Stokes.
Jack Colback. That is quite literally...
oh my God, the biggest downgrade ever.
I have never seen a bigger downgrade.
But yeah, welcome back, Christopher. Tuned in yesterday for the first time. Back again. Sorry I couldn't come, I was busy. That's alright, mate.
You for the last 32
yeah,
minutes.
Glad you've tuned in now. Malacia, Garnacho. United coming forwards. Forest win it back. It's out of play, though, for a United throw.
Interesting one, that. I don't know why they're taking off Danilo. He's been their best player. I thought Jack Colback.
No, if United's taking any risks, exactly. They've got some big games coming up.
Just in general. Game week in
23 next week. Yeah. Actually, it's the FA Cup this weekend.
Palace at home and Leeds away.
Don't imagine Rashford will start against Reading. You imagine them though?
Garnacho, that. Or Alanya. Any of the wingers they've got.
Steve Cooper again. They've used the same stat twice. Sky.
Poor from Sky.
Best win rate of any Nottingham Forest manager. But what else are they going to write?
But they don't usually put up the graphic more than once. So clearly, I don't know what they do. They've got nothing else to talk about.
What they're going to put? First Welshman in Nottingham.
That was Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, they've got 2 Welshmen in Nottingham.
Wow.
I imagine Steve Cooper. No, I don't know.
Oh, it's brilliant from Gibbs White.
Gibbs White. Can he get a shot away? It was rising and it just,
On his T-foul, on his weak foot, ball behind him, wasn't a great position. Does really want to win it back. Yeah, just can't really do much else with it. That's not a bad effort, though.
Jurgen Klopp says he'll retire before the age of 70. I mean...
I'd like to think so.
Yeah. That's not too big of a shocking revelation. Welcome to the BG related. I'll miss him when he leaves us. I presume you're talking about Jurgen Klopp there. Well, how old is Klopp now? I want to say he's... Surridge. I don't think he's 60 yet, is he?
Not good from Surridge.
He doesn't seem that old, Jurgen Klopp.
50s?
Yeah, that's what I'd go.
You forget that's good from Garnacho. He's ran off a pitch, surely. Yeah, he's kicked all the way, book him.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, the BG related. Jurgen Klopp was 55. I've still got 15 years then.
If he's going to play two or something, manage till 70.
I still think I think he'll be the German national team manager one day. I think he's probably got, 2 years at most left at Liverpool?
Yeah.
I think he might go at the end of next season, even potentially. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. Don't know if I said it like that, but definitely, yeah.
I think he'll leave. I don't
know how long he'll be there.
Depends on what they do this season.
Feels like the team Klopp built is slowly being pulled apart. They've lost Mane. I think
Van Dijk's at 4.
They've not got a midfield anymore. Yeah.
Joe Gomez is playing.
Yeah. Like watch the stream, so glad to be here. Well, we're glad to have you here, the BG related. Welcome, mate.
Yeah, mate, yeah. Hello.
Casemiro heads out of play. It's going to be another Forest throw. 29 minutes on the clock. Do you see there being another goal in this game? Are United going to extend their advantage, or could
Forest need one to stay in the tie? If they go to Old Trafford 2-0 down, I think the tie's over. 2-1, they've got a chance. And
tries to get in touch with there, but it's a big challenge from Casemiro. Aurier.
I think Forest have played well.
Forest should attack down this right
here. Getting to Carabao at the same time is a big achievement. No one expected to get through against United. I think
Brennan Johnson down, by the way, on the far side.
I think they can be happy with the performance tonight. Forest, they played really well. I think they can be happy.
I don't really know what Aurier is doing there. Brennan Johnson gets caught there in the ankle. I think it's quite a nasty one actually from Malacia. Not intentional at all, but yeah, no, he has caught him, and then Jorge just tries to like pick him up when he's in
He's
pain.
back up though, and they're playing.
Yeah. Gibbs White trying to put the pressure on Casemiro. Lissandro. Drive the ball out of the United defence.
Last 5 minutes or so.
Brentford does really well there to stop the ball forwards. Ericsson.
Oh,
and then Anthony gets robbed of the ball from Lodi. Colback. I feel like they have lost a lot though without Danilo.
Yeah. Because Jack Colback just doesn't cut it anymore. Johnson. Still Johnson. Aurier. He's good to deliver. Not bad.
Scarpa at the back post. It's well blocked by Wan-Bissaka. Even if Forest lose by 1, they still need to win by 2 at Old Trafford.
Well, they're going to take penalties.
Yeah, they only need 1. And I don't think Old Trafford is as much a fortress as it used to be. I feel like teams can now get... It's not like Fergie time where... Fergie days where you just couldn't get a result at Old Trafford.
If Forest get 1 back in the next 8 minutes, I give them 20 minutes to get a second, I think they'll do it. Depends how long it's going to take them to find that goal. If they do find that goal, they might not find it. They could find it from the corner. That's a terrible goal.
They try and do it to the back post, but yeah, no one makes contact with it.
No one was there.
Yeah.
Sam Storage was not happy.
I do agree though that Forest need to find a goal for any hope.
Dennis and Lingard.
Yeah. Big change
Lingard against his former side.
At the forward end of the pitch. Number 31 is going to be coming off. I believe that's Scarpa.
Yeah.
Yep, Gustavo Scarpa. Off in his place is Jesse Lingard, and I believe it'll probably be Dennis for Surridge or Brent Johnson.
The white and the red.
Yeah. It's quite cool. Very talented player, Scarpa. I was very impressed with him tonight. It's going to be Sam Surridge making way for Emmanuel Dennis. I think that's a lot more attacking. I think Lingard will now move into attacking midfield, and I think the drop gives White a little bit.
I think Dennis is a good player, but
he's really struggled at
he was in everyone's FPL teams 2 years ago.
Yeah. Interesting move as well. Fabricius just tweeted about Cody Drammer is set to join Luton Town on a loan deal. Young Leeds player that Jesse Wast wants him in the Leeds squad next season, but a 6-month loan deal to Luton Town. Very exciting. I think from what I've heard, he's a good player. I recognise the name, which is always a positive when with a youth player. If you've heard the name before, they're clearly held in high esteem by someone.
Surridge did at least put the pressure on. Dennis hasn't.
Tries to play Garnacho in behind.
Play Garnacho in.
Yeah.
Why is Garnacho not
hasn't dealt
for
with
a corner?
Well, still got the ball. Why should you not attack? Ericsson, Vegas. That was why he didn't let that go out for a corner. Almost resulted in a goal.
That's smart from Lodi there to see Vegas just missed it and just let it run for a goal kick. Really switched on, and that's good.
Yeah.
Garnacho. Yeah, I don't know. I think a corner would be more beneficial. And then Ericsson, Vegas, look at him. He's massive.
Welcome to the stream, Henry. Great to see you. Aurier. Worrell now, Colback.
Who's that down for United?
And Strafe the Shorts, welcome back as well. Another new viewer from last night.
Is Lodi. Lingard,
Lodi. Forest happy just to build up the play and then try. I mean, they're playing it patient at the moment, Forest. I feel like they are going to have to push eventually and try and throw everything to get a goal in this game. But for now, they're playing quite intelligently. They're not allowing United to find any way for an easy shot, and I think they've just got to try and keep it at this scoreline for as long as possible. Hopefully find a goal. If Forest are going to have any hope in their second leg, they're going to need at least a goal. If they get 2 tonight, obviously that is the ideal, but that seems unrealistic.
Unlucky for Lodi there.
Yeah.
Just tried to fit the ball on, he just flicked out of play.
Yeah.
So Worrell.
So the Sky stats tonight have been terrible. It's just like...
Who's running this? Is it
Steve Cooper's won a few and Worrell was appointed captain a few months ago.
The kids as pundits a few weeks ago. Now do the kids as the camera and graphics crew.
Yeah. Wan-Bissaka. Anthony. Wan-Bissaka.
Colback flying.
That's really good for Manchester United, and now they can bring it forwards. Ericsson has options left and right. Can he pick someone out? Plays it across the box. That's very good. A lovely dink ball. Trying to find Bruno Fernandes at the back post. But I think, Renan Lodi cuts another one up there. He's looked sensational tonight.
Yeah.
They're really, really good. Yeah. That could have been a third for United. And at that point, it is very much game over.
Might as well forfeit next week.
To be honest, if that fell to Bruno, I'm not backing Wayne Hennessy to make a save.
No, I would. Love Wayne.
Yeah.
Eric's on the corner, Vegel's back to his feet. Obviously they're looking for him, the man mountain.
Yeah. It hasn't really shown any aerial prowess, though, in the Premier League, considering his immense stature.
And the ref, what's happened?
Yeah.
Foul. Forest free kick.
Who is more likely to get top 4, Liverpool or Chelsea?
Chelsea.
PG related says Liverpool, but he is apparently biased. Wow.
Chris Wood. Obviously, that'd be good. I think that's...
Yeah, obviously, I don't think Liverpool or Chelsea are getting top 4 at the moment.
What do you think, Chris Wood? On loan to Forest.
I think it's a good deal. I think this does imply someone's going, though. I think it won't be Sam Surridge because he's played well in recent weeks. Could it imply Emmanuel Dennis is going on a loan deal? Maybe. I don't know.
But Forest like to have loads of... Just
have so many strikers, yeah. I feel like this Forest formation, they could see too many goals in it. But I can see how, against smaller sides, this overload must be so effective. I've not watched enough Forest this season to really comment.
Target, the amount of chances they missed tonight, they put them away. It's a completely different game.
Against lesser opposition who don't take their chances, they'll probably be able to pick up a few clean sheets, especially with a goalkeeper who can actually save things.
Like, a lesser opposition doesn't do what Rashford did and isn't as sharp to the Vegel's rebound. This game's 0-0.
Anthony, cutting in again on his left, needs an option. Picks out Casemiro. Can he get a shot away? No, and now Brennan Johnson looks to go the other way. Driving forward here. The Welsh winger, he's got players in support. Gives it to Jesse Lingard. Lingard pushes it out of his feet. Tries to find some space to work with, but there is just none.
I thought Johnson would give it back. And it's gone through Freuler's legs, and Weghorst holds it up and plays it out to Anthony. Good from United. Now they're coming forward, trying to put the game to bed. Yeah. Anthony keeps cutting in.
What can he do with it? Not a lot. Finds Bruno though. Bruno has Ericsson on the overlap. It's a good block from Renan Lodi again.
20 minutes to go.
Wrexham will win the Prem in 2024. It's not even physically possible. That's the thing, but yeah, you never know. Just for win the Europa League in 2026, the Premier League 2027, the Champions League 2027. I mean, they did get to the round 4 of the FA Cup. No, round 3.
Wrexham.
Chesterfield. But yeah, Wrexham got to round 4 as well.
No, they didn't.
They're through to round 4, which is this weekend.
Yeah.
I thought there's more chance of Wrexham playing in. Wrexham are closer to European football than Chesterfield are.
And Liverpool and Chelsea.
And Liverpool. Liverpool's still in the cup.
Here come Dennis.
Dennis does really well. Big challenge though from Garnacho. And now United can come forward. Right. Bruno switches the play, trying to pick out. Can't quite. That's Garnacho on that side. I thought Garnacho made the chance on this side. Unless he sprinted, made the chance, and then sprinted across the pitch. I think I called it wrong there, but
Gibbs White's gone down as well.
He might have done that, to be fair. It's Lissandro that went in absolutely flying.
He's flying there, Dennis.
On Emmanuel Dennis. For me, Liverpool and Chelsea have to win the next few games, otherwise they're gone.
Fred and Pellistri.
Interesting to see for kind of Pellistri. Comes very highly rated out of the Manchester United Academy. Young Uruguayan winger. I think he's a sensational talent.
He's going to replace Anthony. Yeah. So Fred is on for Ericsson and Pellistri on for Anthony.
Yeah. Liverpool 7th, Chelsea 8th. FA Cup winners, Liverpool. Chelsea get Conference League. I wouldn't mind Conference League.
Liverpool win the FA Cup. They'll get knocked out to Brighton this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't see them beating Brighton at all. It's at Brighton as well, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, well, they've played them twice this season, lost 3-0 and drawn 3-3, so they can keep a clean sheet. That would be somewhat of a miracle. Yeah, I know. Chelsea women absolutely tearing apart their rivals.
19 minutes to go. I don't know if Forest are going to find a goal.
What team do you guys support? Sorry, I don't know your names, but both of you on stream. Both Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
He's also fond of Villa and Lincoln because he doesn't enjoy being happy. And I also I'm a massive fan of Luton, who are going to be in the Premier League next season, and they're probably going to finish higher than Chelsea.
They won't do either of those things.
You never know. If Chelsea gets relegated bottom of the league, then maybe Luton will be ahead of them.
We won't get relegated. Morgan Gibbs White is injured and he's put his shirt over his face, which says to me he's not very happy.
What's the most annoying thing about cats for you guys? Quite the tangent straight, but there's many things. What's your most annoying thing about cats?
They like perma garden.
Okay, yeah.
Really, they come in the garden we don't want, and they have to scream at them to get out.
I think they don't actually do a lot, but they require a lot of care.
They meow and they drink my milk.
Both
As you get, I don't have cats. I don't like cats.
Yeah, no, neither. Cats fighting outside, waking up at the night.
Gibbs White and Lodi off for O'Brien and Neco Williams.
Yeah. Again, they're going... Well, Neco Williams, I think, for Lodi is a little more attacking. O'Brien for Arnold.
Well, the O'Brien one's a forced one. Hopefully Gibbs White's all right.
Yeah.
Because he's really good tonight.
Yes, yeah. I think he's a bright spark in an otherwise dull season for Nottingham Forest.
Him and
because I think Forest are going to be fine from the drop now, but it's not been an exceptional campaign by any stretch.
Although they stay up, though, that's a massive achievement, I still think. You'd like to think they'd stay up the amount of money they spent. O'Brien getting stuck in.
Yeah. Casemiro.
I think more would come of that chance.
Fred plays out wide. Wan-Bissaka coming down this right now. Finds Palistri.
That's good.
Drops a little deeper. Knocks it across to Casemiro. Rats are the worst. I hate it. Oh no, rats are the worst in terms of cats bringing them in. Yeah. No, I don't rate cats.
Garnacho, good turn. Was he brought down? He thinks he was. Ref says no. Here's O'Brien. Aurier beats Malacia. That's good. Here come Forest. Good ball.
Dennis.
He's got the overlap.
Neco Williams.
He doesn't use him.
Palistri does really well there, actually. His positioning just doesn't allow the pass through.
Palistri puts it in there towards Johnson.
Don't know if it's intentional from Palistri, but...
Lingard's got in the way.
Yeah.
That was falling right onto Brent Johnson's head, and Lingard's just knocked it over him.
Fun fact, Fred almost joined Man City. Yeah?
Fred?
That's true, yeah.
Probably
don't know why you would choose to join United over City, but...
That's how Alex Ferguson called him up.
Even then, I think I'd still go, sorry, Alex, but I'm not going Man United. At least, obviously, right now.
Unless he thought game time.
Even so. Yeah, maybe. Well, he doesn't even start for United now. Yeah. So, obviously, that hasn't worked out for him. Of course, we will see this fixture next week.
Yes.
As Sky promoting their streams, we'll promote ours. We'll be back Friday for the FA Cup. Then Sunday with Napoli versus AS Roma. And then next week, of course, the Carabao Cup fixtures. But in verse, there'll be Newcastle, Southampton and Manchester United Forest.
I thought we were watching Lazio.
Mine.
Sunday.
Nope, it's Napoli, Roma.
Unai
Emery is in the crowd. What's he looking at?
Super Unai Emery.
Maybe he just fancies watching a game of football.
Maybe. Who's he looking at, though? I don't know any United or Forest players we're interested in.
As a Liverpool fan, if United was the only option to save my career, I'd join them. Yeah, of course, but...
And it's been intercepted,
but if you could choose between, United and City, I think we could choose City.
I guess you want more game time.
Yeah, in the case of Fred, that doesn't matter. He's not starting for United.
Phillips.
Yeah.
Just sat on the bench, hasn't played any.
Yeah, Phillips came in with an injury and then was overweight, and now he might actually get some minutes. But I think Fred. Look at what he did with Rodri. Rodri was conditioned by a Simeone system of just kick people and run around a bit.
Yeah, so he's most.
I think that's harsh. Simeone's a fantastic coach, but you do see that a lot of his players are absolute, shithouses in other systems.
We need to get out of João Felix.
Yeah, first game too for someone.
Hopefully he comes
Simeone
back
would
for
be
the Liverpool
proud.
game and tears it up.
Fred, Casemiro, United can come forwards now. Out wide to Palistri. Palistri coming inside. Knocks it across to Fred. Fred now.
I thought he was going to go,
Bruno. Malacia, United coming forwards. Out on this left-hand side, Tira Malacia. Bruno tries to find Vegos, but can't, and now United forced backwards, forced to rebuild their attack. Casemiro.
Wan-Bissaka. He's been chased by Lingard all the way back. Yeah. Dennis putting on the pressure.
Yeah, straight to mentioning that Everton are on sale, yeah. I think that's really weird from Mashiri because
money's pumped into that club just to go.
The fact that he's got like a £400 million stadium in development.
Are we going to see a bit of
He
change?
Spent loads in transfer fees.
Yeah, we've seen Everton, Liverpool, and United all up for sale now.
Yeah, but we saw Arsenal been up for sale about 5 years now. Nothing's happened unless you've got a keen, buyer. I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe eventually will get the United deal through, but I think that might be another year, maybe.
Yeah.
The Glazers are going to wait. The Glazers are going to want to see this season out, definitely. You can see what they win.
Oh, they win something, they're going to take that club off sale.
And then Liverpool, I think that looks like the Qataris are going to buy them. Which, you never know. They could. That could be when Klopp leaves. If they were to decide, you know what, actually we're a new regime.
But who do they bring in?
Oh, they're going to want a good young coach, maybe a Ruben Amorim.
Fred has to go from Rangers over.
Fred Berry's that sensational.
Yeah. "13 minutes to go. Time run out for Forest to get one back to give them any hope into going into the second leg."
Yeah. Alright. Flicks on to Surridge. That looked like he brought it down with his arm, but no complaints from players, so I'm guessing not. Yeah. Malacia and Johnson have a little scrap for them, the two of them.
Giving a United free kick.
Smile at each other. Yeah, that is United. I don't know, really. They both just sort of run at each other there.
Yeah, they hugged each other. I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I do seem to have turned a corner this season. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the last few years, I think they've changed technical director, haven't they? This is the first year that Edward Woodward isn't in charge of buying people. And they've actually made some good signings.
I'm guessing he's picked like Forest legends or something.
That you're just slagging off what they look like, yeah.
No.
Probably icons. You just said his head looks like a potato. Pellistri, Weghorst. Yeah.
I did not say
wide
that.
from Weghorst. Qatari money, fingers crossed. I mean, yeah, if you're purely speaking about the money, I think obviously that would be big for Liverpool, but depends what you want from owner. If you want good morals and ethics, then they're not a great option, really, are they? Yeah.
He just chucks money at people until they say yes. Which isn't a bad...
I'm glad now that Vival's making the decisions and not Bowley.
Because he was
we've actually got a technical director now.
People and they were saying it. Aurier's gone down.
Tottenham will have got a goal back, but that seems a little too late now. 3-1 down. It's a 90th minute sort of consolation goal, but after a Sam Kerr double and a Frank Kirby goal, they are pretty much out.
Lass is causing problems. He's just beat up Aurier. Not beat him up, but
no, Aurier would have had him in a scrap.
Oh yeah, Sergio has sorted him out. Oh, he's fit the ball onto Johnson. Oh, tries
to play Sam Surridge with the passes over here, and that's going to roll through and out.
Story of the night.
United,
Story of the night, I think, for...
yeah, they're lacking that final pass. Lacking that sort of quality. I think Forest, they've got some decent players with a bit of potential, but they're just not there yet.
Equally,
there's a promising team.
And if they can get a goal in the last 10 minutes, they have a chance next Wednesday. But they need to find a goal. Because 2-0 at Old Trafford is a very hard feat to pull off.
It cares about morals when you have a 7-foot Norwegian man scoring a hat-trick every week against you. Yeah, we need to stop Haaland by any means necessary. I don't know, I feel the media drag the Qatari bias a bit because they have no problem with Russia 2018 or USA 2026, so in my opinion it was the media bias dragging this further. Yeah, but I think at the time at least Russia... I don't know, Russia have always been not great, but yeah. But I think Russia's obviously is still part of Europe, so the Western media were like, well... And I think a lot of European countries have a lot to do with Russia, or at least did have a lot to do with Russia, so they didn't really want to criticise them too much.
Johnson.
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, neither Qatar or Russia seem like brilliant countries. They're both run.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah. Feared for my life constantly, but... Yeah, in terms of USA 2026, though, I don't think the US... Yeah, there's corruption. There's corruption in every country. But, yeah, I don't think the US is as bad as...
Greg Berhalter thing? Has anything come of that yet?
Oh, well, it should be sacked. But that's because of performance, not...
It should, well, that was probably more.
It was the whole Rayner situation. It was Giovanni Rayner's parents, Claudio, and I can't remember his mum's name. But yeah, the whole situation with Berhalter and his wife and that.
So strange. It's just all bizarre.
Yeah.
Sack him and bring in a proper manager. He's not. He's just a bloke.
Yeah. I think he's been caught there by Dennis.
Smart.
Yeah.
Not sure how much Dennis had to do with that one.
22 World Cup. Goated in my opinion. Nah. In terms of on the pitch, sure, but the controversy surrounding the tournament.
Oh yeah, on the pitch.
In fact, just hosting Qatar ruins.
On the pitch, one of the best World Cups we've seen.
For football, brilliant tournament. Can't disagree.
If that tournament happens in America in 2026, I think it would just be even better.
I can't understand, though, the decision from FIFA, after they saw probably the best group stage ever, full of surprises, to go, you know what, let's completely tear up that part of the competition, let's just change it.
16 groups of 3.
I don't think they'll do that.
Oh, they can't.
I think they'll go for 12 groups of 4. And then they'll do the Euros thing of having like a couple third place teams go through based off points.
Which is so strange.
I think that will make the most sense.
Yeah. What's the Euros? Germany 24.
Completely behind the addition of more teams though. It's a World Cup.
Yeah.
We haven't had a change in system
I want to
since
see Trinidad and Tobago
for about 40 years. And
you just see some big team, little teams getting there.
Potentially could.
That's
poor from Palistria. Now Dennis has a chance, but it's cut out by Neck. Right, not
Williams
Neck.
got it again. He's
Martinez.
beaten Palistri.
He's down in the box.
Rescue free kick.
Free kick on the edge.
That's a big let off.
He's got away with one there.
Yeah. If that's half a yard further forwards, that is a penalty. So yellow card for the youngster.
And Juve's Newcastle final by the looks of it. I think that's a little premature. I feel like Southampton could definitely do something at St James's Park like next week, and you never know.
He's outside the area.
Could Forest pull off a miracle at Old Trafford?
Or they get a goal, then they get a goal. And it's 2-1. Palistri into the book, and a chance for Forest. Just good opportunity this set piece. Or you do feel it's got this terrible angle, and it's really close to the box. Not much you can do this one. These ones that you should get punched clear by the keeper.
Everyone who went to Qatar enjoyed it and felt safer. They felt the laws were good and safe. I don't want to be controversial. People like Lineker were biased and trying to make us Muslims look bad. I think there's definitely going to be some bias in the media, but in regard to people feeling safe in the country, they're going to try and make it as safe as possible, because Qatar, the reason they want to host a World Cup was to try and make the country seem forward thinking. But I think there's just some of the rules are just very backwards, and obviously the fact that the stadiums were built by slaves doesn't really help.
No,
their whole image.
Absolutely, I see your point. I do feel some.
I think there's obviously going to be bias in the media.
I do feel some
everyone has their
people
prejudice and stuff.
The whole of Qatar as being bad, which obviously it isn't.
It's completely untrue. The Qatari people, by all accounts, are brilliant.
I don't know them personally, but I'm sure they're nice people. Just obviously there's certain people and certain rules and regimes in Qatar. It's the country of Qatar, not the people of Qatar. But I see what you mean. The BBC, obviously, I don't understand.
And things like kicking off that you can't drink alcohol, I don't really get that.
I think that's quite a good rule.
I think that's a fantastic rule. I think it made, especially for women attending football games, I think it made it feel a lot safer.
And hooliganism.
Yeah.
That's
I wouldn't mind that being, obviously you can't criminalise alcohol.
We got to Euros final, we trashed our own country.
Yeah, I know.
We are idiots.
Yeah, I think genuinely. That's the thing, the English do try and judge other countries, but we did destroy our own city.
Oh, hang on, Dennis is in here.
Dennis. I can't do anything with it.
Who has ever celebrated getting to the final of a European competition by trashing their own country?
If we do sign Mount, I doubt we will, then we won't need Jude. In my opinion, Mount is an attacking midfielder, so I think there would be a formation change. I don't know about Rice, but yeah, Mount. I really hope Mount doesn't join Liverpool, but I just don't know where he fits in at Chelsea right now. I don't think he can play in a 2. And if he's happy being a bit of a rotation option, I personally think we're more likely to start Mount and have Madueke in rotation. But obviously, everyone will rotate around. There's not going to be one starting 11 and that's it. There's going to be a lot of competition, so there will still be a lot of minutes. But it's about managing those minutes effectively to ensure everyone's happy. But it's going to be interesting.
Ball in. It's bouncing around. I'll be honest, Forest have played well tonight. And as I said earlier, they can be very happy with the way they played. Just not the right result. And I do feel that is obviously going to knock them out of the Carabao Cup come next week. But we're interested to see. They pull off a magical upset. You know, it's not completely off the cards. And I still think, as we've said before, they get one back now would help. We're doing the world of good in 7 days' time.
We Muslims don't drink alcohol. That's why they made that rule. It's nice seeing people accept biased media, understanding and respecting it. Yeah, no, I'm completely behind that. We should respect. If we were travelling to a country, we should respect the obviously the beliefs of the people that are there. I do just think that some parts of the Qatari beliefs are a little bit backwards. Like such as outlawing homosexuality. I think stuff like that.
Fred.
Oh, Palistri! He can't get the ball. It's messy. Hennessy spilt it, but yeah. Well, there was a lot of people's complaints with the Qatar World Cup. Is that how can you host it in a place where it's literally illegal for some people to express their sexuality? But yeah, stuff like alcohol and that, I completely understand.
I mean, things like the BBC and the Sun don't help with people's thoughts of Qatar. Oh, Palistri's in again.
Palistri, it's a big chance from Necker.
It's brilliant.
It's a weird one, but he's got.
And it falls
well
to
and
Bruno.
that's a third. It's a good strike. Manchester United 3. That should be them through to the final.
It doesn't feel like much on the night, but that's
in the grand scheme of things, that should be.
That's cost them massively next week, Nottingham Forest.
In my opinion, Liverpool need a Mazzala as an underbox to box. Oh, sorry, X says what's a Mazzala? It's a role that you can play as obviously a midfielder. Yeah. But in a 4-3-3, you have a DM box to box and a Mazzala. Yeah, that's the most common 4-3-3 at least. Mazzalas tend to be more attacking, and obviously they move out wide as well. That's a very brief explanation of Mazzala, but yeah. It's a good strike from Bruno.
It is.
Very good strike. And Alanga with the assist as well. No, just come on.
I did wonder who that was. Bruno, yeah. Brilliant strike.
We all know why Qatar got the World Cup. Money. Yeah, Nick. That was the other controversial point, wasn't it? Since the World Cup was awarded to Qatar, I think 28 of the 30 FIFA board members have been arrested for fraud and stuff, and I know and bribery. I know that there was a lot of bribery. They've knocked over the Nottingham Forest
United fans.
Sideboards.
Jeez. Always United, isn't it?
The problem is obviously the sponsorship on there was Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
I think that ball might have been made out of Rubik's Cube. By the way, that's gone over. They're having to put it back up now.
Oh, the police are there. They're trying to push the fans back so they can put it back in place.
I don't think they're going to be able to fix the wall.
That's just brilliant. So Delaware just fell over. Do you know what? God, I love Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Well, stadium's emptied out. All the home fans are gone. How much time you're going to get? Forest, you can see they're now searching.
I hope there's not many. I don't think we've had many.
3
additional minutes.
Fixing the board. Brilliant.
I love this game. It's a good result for United. Not many teams have gone to the City Ground and got anything this season, haven't they? I haven't. I'll be honest. I'm not familiar with Nottingham Forest's results.
I'm sorry, but the pinnacle of English football. I've just watched a load of white blokes push a sideboard over. God, I love English.
Yeah. In my opinion, Berlin works best as a box to box. He has a lot of energy, can defend and attack. Yeah, I think it's spot on there. Heck said. Yeah. Alessandro Martinez is awarded Sky's Player of the Match. Should we do ours at the same time? What are you thinking?
Yeah,
Game's done.
I'm not thinking. I wasn't thinking Alessandro. No. I think Ericsson looked really good before he was bought off. Casimiro's had a strong game.
Yeah.
Malacia also, but I'm gonna give mine. Do I'm gonna get the Wout Weghorst?
Who's gonna be mine?
Also, he got his first United goal. Has looked like a big presence up front. I mean, tonight he's done exactly what they brought him in to do: score a few goals, be a big target man, link up the play, and hold the ball up. He's done that. He's my man of the match.
Yeah. Now you've stolen mine. I'm fuming because I think, as you say, Wout Weghorst's done very well. Took his goal well. Yeah. I think I'm going to go Tyrell Malacia.
Yeah, he's a good go.
He's looked very good. Malacia, he's looked comfortable in possession, but he's also fought with Brennan Johnson well. I think that's a tough job. Brennan Johnson's looked very energetic tonight. So, yeah. Good job from Malacia. That's a very hospital pass, but he's got away with it. But as soon as we praise players on this, they just decide to instantly do something completely brain dead. Palistri's in behind, by the way. This would be horrific. Hennessy, though, does claim it.
Well on Wayne.
Forest just need to stop. Stop United scoring another now.
Who's been the worst player of the match?
Hennessy, probably.
That's harsh. I'd give mine to Worrell. Just because of what earth he was doing for the first goal. Forest still searching for a goal, searching for anything that will help them next week.
I imagine United didn't deserve the win. Terrible, thought out. Forest were robbed. Okay.
They weren't robbed, but they did too. They have played well.
I think that they definitely should have had a goal from the Surrogate thing.
Dennis
could shoot.
Dennis!
And it's blocked.
But fair play to all the fans, because the stadium's emptied out, but there's still a few fans, stayed in the home end.
Yeah, I completely agree that Liverpool need a whole new midfield, but I don't think splashing on Bellingham would be the right choice.
Ball in from Forest. It's full
story. I thought he was going to finish it. But yeah, I think if you look it's game over. Comfortable 3-0 win for Manchester United. And that has them a nice advantage going into next Wednesday. Make sure to join us live then. In terms of streams coming up, we're live Friday, live Sunday. Join us there. And of course, live for both the Carabao Cup second legs next week. But yeah, that's all from us today. Anything else coming out this week? I don't think so. There's not going to be anything out on Friday. Obviously, we usually put predictions out, but we won't be having a video out Friday. But we will be live Friday, so join us for Arsenal versus Manchester City. Pretty much the same time. Yeah, it is. It's 8 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? So we'll be live 10 to 8. Join us there. Should be a very good game. Arsenal versus Manchester City. And then on Sunday, we've got some Serie A action between Napoli and Roma, which should also be a very good game. But yeah, that is all from us today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.